$1,000,000, helicopter, and Robert Peake.
Does the helicopter come with a pilot?
Yeah.
Nope, we gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
Why are you part of this?
I'm happy to be there. You just seen into the dreams of
Yeah,
Kyle
I know.
Feig.
Something's being revealed tonight, folks.
Welcome to the Wilderness Wavelength Podcast.
Yeah, what are we calling this episode? Questions?
Wilderness questions.
Wilderness questions. This is it. We are live. I'm George. Scott Sunderwald here as always.
It's great to be here, man. We've been talking about this segment for so long, George, and we were looking for the right distinguished guests. And, well, shucks, all we could find was Robbie and Kyle. No, we're thrilled you guys are here. I'm going to do a little intro for you. So if you don't know Robbie Peake, he always has the best mustaches in town.
It's a good one, yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of like the human chia pet. He can grow his hair and beard out in just 5 minutes. In fact, if we were to shave him tonight, I'm pretty sure he'd grow a mustache by the end of the show.
I can grab a razor.
Yeah, I think we should try it. No, he's a fun guy. I've known Robbie for years. He loves the outdoors, hunting, fishing, horseback riding, archery, firearms, snowmobiling, also with the Hinton Fire and Rescue. So we got a lot of things we could dive into there. We've done some fun backcountry trips together
We have.
on horses and snowmobiles over the years. And on some days he's got a great sense of humor. Other days, not so much. So we don't know what we're going to get.
You can't win them all.
Yeah, that's like all of us, yeah.
Welcome, Robbie. And we also have Kyle. So Kyle,
Happy to be here. That's what the script says.
yeah. Kyle's a spitting image of Conor McGregor, the MMA fighter, and from what I hear, you're just as feisty on
Twice as angry, actually.
on the hockey rink. So
We should bring that up
hairline.
too. We haven't mentioned that Kyle, like I play hockey with Kyle, we had Bombers won the championship this year.
Heck yeah, we did.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Sorry, the A or the B?
Well, it's like, it's
okay.
It's the B, but
Yeah,
it's
a
still,
win is a win.
Yeah.
It's a B plus.
Yeah, take what you can get. I've wanted to be friends with Kyle for years, but he always tells me to kick rocks and uses lame excuses that he's doing his home renos, so we can't have a beer or go fishing. But this podcast was a way that we could actually get him here.
Yeah,
And he's too cool for school, but he's here tonight.
I was doing flooring before I got here. I swear to God.
Sure.
It's almost done.
Yeah.
It's always almost done, right around the corner.
Yeah, awesome. Kyle also loves the great outdoors, hunting, fishing, horseback riding. You're with Search and Rescue here in town.
Yeah, a little active there. By no means do I hold a candle to some people on that group, but yeah, a little bit of involvement.
Right on. Snowmobiling, quads, backcountry trips, and of course, home renos. He loves home renos.
Yeah, I don't know if love is the word, but it sure seems like it. It's definitely a love of labor, apparently.
It's
Yeah.
for love. You're doing it for love.
That's
All the
right.
above.
The honey-do list. Well, welcome here, guys. Seriously, we're thrilled you're here. And are you ready for the show?
Yeah, I'm stoked for this. Kyle, I'm going to adjust your mic too,
Okay.
because I feel like it's just...
George
not good.
actually told us this was an intervention, Scott.
Yeah.
We're actually here to talk about...
Yeah, that'll be better.
Yeah. I kind of risked it bringing some beers. I was like, it's going to be really awkward if this is an intervention, but we're going to roll the dice.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the aim of the show tonight is wilderness questions. So folks have written in.
Yeah.
We've got a bunch of would you rathers. We've got a bunch of wilderness questions in my hat here, my cowboy hat. We got enough for like 3 shows in there, so we'll see
we
how
got a
far
ton.
we get. It's going to
Yeah.
be fun.
Pull one out. See
Yeah.
what we're working with tonight.
I say we start with Robbie here on my right.
And they're like, yeah, these are all, I know we got some emailed in, and it's like some interesting would you rathers, not super wilderness related, but also this is in my like writing too, trying to transfer it, so if it's tough to read.
Yeah, read it out loud there, Robbie.
Actually, he can't read, so we're putting him on the spot here.
So you are on a week-long hunt in the Yukon. Would you rather deal with non-stop rain every day or smoke-filled skies from distant wildfires? That was sent in by Carla. This one's I can't speak to me being on hunt and me being in the Yukon. I was only up there once for a short stint. I didn't actually get out of the city, but I can attest to how cold the rain can be in the Wilmore, and how suddenly it can hit. And I can also attest to how filled those valleys are when wildfires are coming in, the smoke's coming in from the BC side. And the mountain ranges that you can't see, that you know that are there. I'm a creature of comfort, so I'm probably going to say the smoke-filled by wildfires, because man, when that rain hits in the Wilmore and all you can do is shrug your shoulders and hope that it goes off the brim of your hat and not down the back of your slicker, and get into where you can quick enough to hide from the rain, I would take smoke over that for sure.
Yeah.
But
You're definitely a creature of comfort. I've only seen you like poop in the wilderness once.
that's true. I'm glad you're not watching me. That's the other aspect of that. But,
Yeah, Robbie's been known to not use the outhouse for a full week in the back.
No, not quite a full week. No, not a. And it usually hits me on the day that I'm riding out, so I don't get out anyways.
You use a cork for that? Or?
No,
Something similar though.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, Robbie.
yeah.
I find hunting in the rain is generally not too effective. Things tend to bed down, and a little smoke. I think you'd be all right.
Yeah, a week long of cold rain, not a good option.
Especially if you can't dry out or warm up at any time.
Yeah.
Because some of that cold rain goes straight to your bones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Kyle, you're up.
Pull one out. And like you can send in for questions, send them to wildernesswavelength.ca or our social medias too.
He's on the floor.
I'm just glad we got the pooping out on the first question.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
We're coming back to that.
Do you just not eat then? Or you
No, I eat. Yeah. Okay. We can talk about it later.
His eyes turn brown.
Yeah.
Okay, time to figure out if I can read or not. Ridiculous. Would you rather eat a slimy, wormy beetle or just plain worms?
Oh, I think it's bolete there, buddy.
Bolete, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I had to look that one up
That was
too.
from Maria.
So I can't read.
Yeah, bolete is a edible mushroom. So
Yeah.
she's wondering, would you rather eat like a maggoty mushroom on a survival trip, or like earthworms?
Okay, and she also has in brackets after here, if you were lost and hungry. So like,
Yeah, that's your only
you're
option.
hungry and your options are
Marie.
a bolete, we said?
Yeah.
Okay,
Bolete
or
or bolete, yeah.
plain worms. Can I just die instead? Is that an option?
Those slimy mushrooms don't look appetizing.
I'm just gonna go with worms because I still don't really know what option A is. So
Can you eat one of those, Scott? Is that
Yeah,
a good
I've eaten both actually on survival trips, and I would go with the wormy mushroom actually. Earthworms are one of the worst tasting survival foods. They taste exactly like you'd expect them to taste, just disgusting.
I expect them to taste like gummy worms.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pumped.
But
if you find those, you're hallucinating.
there's the old saying, you are what you eat. So if the maggots in the mushroom have been eating mushroom, they just taste like mushroom.
Yeah.
But as a rule, you should always cook your bugs, friends, because there's parasites in them. So
Yeah. You cook earthworms?
yeah, you want to fry them.
You should cook your bugs' friends.
You could do that too. Might taste better than the bugs.
That question from Marie, who's taken over the Catamount store too.
Catamount store. Hole in the wall, right?
Yeah.
She's been posting, I've been following that on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm stoked to see what
Looking
she
for
does
my,
with that.
my moment to go down there.
Eat here and get gas.
It was for sale like a couple years ago too, and I was like, I mean, I don't have the money or anything, but
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, man, I could. And then you live above the store, and I could do this.
Yeah.
Christina was like, well, the kid and school, and I don't have a job and the money, and I was well, okay, but just
You'd have a
but
job
think we're-
downstairs.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, George, got a question here.
Okay, in the backcountry, would you rather have one match or a lighter with no fuel left? One match, man, that's a lot of pressure on that one match. I think you go lighter with no fuel, right? You get the little spark from the spinny thing. Yeah, I'm going that way. Yeah.
Yeah. You need the right tinder, though. There's a few things that'll light up with just the spark. Like
Old man's beard.
Cattail down. Old man's beard wouldn't. Dandelion fluff. Any of that really light, cottony stuff. You can use the lint from your socks, and you can use the striker from the lighter to get some of that ferro rod powder off and light it up.
Okay.
Or
Yeah.
Scott's favorite, belly button lint.
Belly button lint.
No, Rob's belly button. Lint.
Yeah.
If it's like a super match, maybe.
What's a super match?
I
Those
just
long
I
ones?
just made it up.
Those storm matches? But you
Sure,
still only
that's
get-
totally what I
You
meant.
still only get one fire, right?
I think George is right. You got to go with the lighter.
Yeah.
That, or else you start your fire and you've got a torch going at all times.
You just never let it go.
Never let it die.
go out.
Yeah.
The home fire's burning.
Yeah.
Okay. Robbie, you're up, man.
Did you
Scott,
pick
you
one?
pull one.
Well, I've got one right after Robbie does.
Oh,
This is
feel
how
like
he.
I'm
Scott's got a
talking too much.
special page.
This is how he cheats to get the question he
Yeah.
wants.
Somebody wrote specifically
What's your
to
favorite
me, so
Care Bear?
Yeah. Someone was like, "We
Scott,
don't
how
want to
come
hear
you're
from
so
the other
handsome?
people." Yeah. What's your favorite Care Bear?
Oh, here. Again, she's got all the hard questions. Bear spray. Does it freeze or congeal if you keep it in your truck at temps dip below freezing?
This was from Marie too.
Also
Yeah.
from Marie. Wow.
I've personally never actually looked into what the temp ranges of them are from.
I found out with a lot of other like aerosol type things that
Yeah.
if they get frozen at all, like I know WD-40 or anything like that is pretty much garbage after. I can't talk to freezing. I'll let you finish. I can talk to extreme temps and where to not keep it.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got a story we're gonna tap
Right.
into.
Yeah.
But
And personally, I mean, I can't think of a time where I've had bear spray where it's been those freezing temps. So I actually haven't even really attempted to see what those ranges are, how it would be effective. It is something I guess I should think about. But usually when I'm thinking freezing temps, I'm not thinking bear spray at that time of year.
Yeah, you got to bring out the cougar spray.
Cougar spray.
Yeah,
well,
true enough,
And
yeah.
that's just it, right? Cougars
But-
can be moving around in minus 30.
Yeah.
But they say bear spray gets ineffective at minus 23 Celsius.
I assumed it would have to be a pretty
Yeah.
significant low temp.
But even before that, you're not going to get the 30-foot range. It's going to be greatly reduced
Yeah.
Yeah.
on a cold day. And they say the seals can wreck too. So if you're worried, you could always do a test. Like let's say you forgot it and it was in your truck for a week and you don't want to drop another $40. You could do a test squirt, but now you've
Just not toward yourself.
or towards yourself.
Or
And
in,
then-
or in a swirlwind.
Does this
Yeah.
work?
And I've seen it congeal before, and I've seen expired bear spray. It'll kind of just drizzle down the can when it doesn't have the propellant in it anymore. So
I definitely say if it's take it or not, take it regardless.
take it and do a
it's-
test spray and just see what you got.
Yeah.
I think the expiry dates usually speak to the aerosol. I might not be correct in saying that, but I think,
propellant.
correct me if I'm wrong, the propellant and not the active ingredients
That's
in
right.
the bear
Yeah.
spray. Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you don't want to get the podcast in trouble here, but if you can spray it, you should be good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
pepper never dies. It's just the propellant
And the
weakens.
mechanisms that they're worried about.
Yeah. Now Kyle has the opposite story on a hot day.
Yeah.
What should you not do, Kyle?
Oh God, did I learn this a tough way? Yeah, not a fun drive back home. I think I was about 2 hours away on a quad course that we had to take for work, and the smart part of me was like, don't carry around all this stuff that you can lose on the quad course. So take off, I don't know, my knife, whatever else, wallet and stuff, left it
Yeah.
in the truck, and then I remember almost closing the door of the truck. I was like, I should leave the bear spray here too. And without thinking, I kind of like chucked it up on the cubby in the dash. And I think it's like an hour later, we're on the quad course away from the truck. And I'm like, it's hot out. It's like 30 above. I'm like, it'll be fine. It'll
Nothing to
totally
worry
be
about.
fine. Yeah, get back to the truck. It was not fine. It was one of those drives back home that I'm sure a lot of people driving by me were like, man, that guy had a really bad day. He's crying in his truck on the highway. So
It just exploded then inside the truck?
it didn't explode, but the seals failed, I guess. So it was like doing the psst though for I don't know how long. So you open the
Jeez.
door and it was just a cloud in your face, and it's like not even a direct shot. So I can only imagine what like a direct shot to your face would be.
Yeah.
I've had it accidentally sprayed on my back before, and I could say a little bit of skin irritation for sure, like through layers of clothing too. So yeah,
How's someone accidentally sprayed on you?
we were in Whitehorse Wildland
what were you
backpacking.
What were you doing with a bare back and bear spray?
I don't truthfully know. We were hiking. It would be like the Fiddle Pass Trail.
Yeah.
And we were coming back towards Catamount in Whitehorse.
Yeah.
And we were doing like those stairs basically that the horses make in the mud coming down from the pass. And then just out of nowhere, I'm hiking in front. My buddy Ryan was behind me, and I just get a shot in the back, and I kind of stop, and I'm
Just
like,
calls him up by name too.
screw you, Ryan.
Ryan, you loser.
Slowly turn around because I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, did I just spray you with bear spray? I'm like, I don't know, you tell me. And he'd lost his safety.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess here's the shout out to keep your spare safeties around and stuff. I know I got a drawer full of those.
Yeah.
PSA: if you're hiking with Ryan, keep him in the front.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Keep
lead the
them a
way,
safe
Ryan.
You
distance
can
away.
use little pine cones or spruce cones for the safety. I've done that a few times.
Yeah, I've done twigs, yeah.
Until the grizz starts charging, you're like, oh, damn it, can't get this thing out.
Yeah. Too safe.
Okay, George, you're up.
All right.
When are we getting to the special page?
Well,
I want one of Scott's
There's a whole
questions.
lot of highlighting on there.
yeah, that's right.
Oh, Jeff sent this one in. Okay, yeah. Would you rather only ever go ice fishing or regular fishing?
So,
Regular fishing. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not like, I know like, Scott, you're like huge in ice fishing. I got like 2 hours of ice fishing in me usually, and I'm like, all right. If there's no action, I'm done, sort of thing. But I could fish in a stream all day. So yeah, I'd go regular fishing.
Yeah.
So I think I want to say that I'd lean the ice fishing side, but
How
I
come?
think that's just because we fish shallow all the time. So you're actually, well, I guess I should caveat that when you are seeing fish, my mind, it's a lot more exciting.
It is exciting, yeah.
Keeping those smaller fish off your hook, you're getting a lot more action. Whereas like if you're just tossing a lure into a lake or even a spinner, and you're just casting upon casting and you're not catching anything.
Is there any fish
Is
in
there
this lake?
fish in there, kind of thing? But
Yeah.
Yeah.
but also, I mean, there's something about sitting in a tent with the heater and just looking down a hole and
Not
something
catching
calming
any
about
fish
it.
because it's you.
There's days. Hey, like I said, you can't win them all. Right? But
Have you taken your kids ice fishing?
we haven't taken Willow, which is actually kind of disappointed. We didn't get out at all this year. Walker, we took out tension span. Like he'd see the fish down the hole, and that wasn't excited. But at that point, that 3, he was kind of too young to grasp. So then it's toss him back in the sled with his toys and try and beat Jamie fishing, which doesn't always happen, but it's because I'm always baiting hooks. So that's my,
Every time
my
I
thing.
ran into ice fishing, she's always at the top of the scoreboard.
Yeah, usually again because who puts the maggots on the hooks?
Yeah.
So technically, I mean, it was my.
They
hook
were
and
your
baits.
fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Doing all the hard work. Right?
there's not to say that I wouldn't miss regular fishing or sitting on the boat and casting out and getting that tan on, but something about ice fishing, I think,
Yeah.
especially when you have the mountains in the background.
Yeah, which lake is that one?
Yeah. Maxwell. Lake.
Right, yeah.
5 of Diamonds every time.
Every
Every time.
That's a really good question though, because like for us, geographically here,
Yeah.
you're kind of like 50-50 season wise.
Oh, yeah.
Thinking outside of the box a little bit though, like, okay, so even stateside or whatever, ice fishing, still definitely a thing, but, or, okay, we'll go further, like Mexico, not a thing.
No ice fishing.
And now we're talking about like, yeah, what? Okay, like some ocean fishing or something.
Yeah.
To say you're never gonna do that
Yeah.
in your future is slightly dejecting in a way.
That's a good point.
Well, not in a way, it's just dejecting.
Both of them are painful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ice fishing with clear ice and having fish swim under you and seeing everything.
It is pretty cool.
I don't know if there's anything that can beat that, though.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That's fun.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Scott?
Man, that's painful. That's like picking between your favorite children, right?
So which one is it?
I think
Joel.
I got to do this. I got to do the summer fishing because, being on the lake, the sunset, in a canoe, listening to the loons. Man, if I could never do that again, casting a line,
Yeah.
I don't know. That'd be awesome.
Didn't say you couldn't just go canoeing and listen to the loons, though.
Yeah, and just watch everyone else catch fish. And cry in my boat.
Yeah. Can't wait till this freezes up.
I used to say that I was basically just a fair weather fisherman growing up, and there is something super appealing about that too, where, like you're saying, if it's 20 above, it's pretty rare that you have t-shirt weather ice fishing, although we've had some lately here.
It's true,
If you
yeah.
get April ice fishing, you can be in
Yeah.
a t-shirt some days.
We were ice fishing last weekend.
Unless you're in the tent and it's nice and hot. You
Yeah.
got the heater going.
Watch a hockey game while you're ice fishing, that's pretty good too.
Yeah.
That would be good.
All right. I think we killed that one.
Oh, we're going to the
Yeah, okay, there's a reason why I'm holding this question, because Andrea wrote specifically to me because I'm special.
Do we know this, Andrea?
You do know this, Andrea. But no,
Can't argue the
specifically,
special aspect.
she wrote it to me because I've raised teenage to adult children. So that's what this question's about. You guys you're catching up. You're
Little
catching
ways.
up.
We got a few years to go.
So
Well, the
bear,
attitude of the second
bear with
one.
me. We got a bit of a longer question here. How did you navigate the teenage years when kids might lose interest in hanging out with mom and dad in the bush? I've struggled with this with my growing kids. I want to allow them to have choice to participate, but I don't want them to lose valuable outdoor skills by hanging out with their friends. I know your kids are still very much in the outdoors, but was there a period when they were less engaged? How did you deal with that? And she said, teaching outdoor education for the last number of years has really shown me that this is a growing problem amongst teenage youth. So, excellent question. There's no silver bullet for this. If you want your kids to grow up loving the great outdoors, I would say expose them to a variety of outdoor activities when they're young. Let them try a whole bunch of stuff, be it skiing, hunting, fishing, rock climbing, mountain biking, whatever those things are. And I would say don't go overboard in forcing them, because you'll find out which ones they like. Another really great thing that I've seen is if they've got other peers and friends, especially in the teen years, they don't always want to be hanging out with mom or dad. You got to cut them loose and let them hang out with their friends. I know for my kids, they would go off even backpacking alone with their teen friends, or bag them out, and they'd come back and just feel that much more pride because I wasn't there guiding them. So give them that freedom. And lastly, I would say don't despair. I think they will come back in their adult years. I've seen with so many kids that grew up here in the Hinton or Jasper area, and they couldn't wait to get to the city and to university, and then they were like, oh my goodness, I can't believe where I grew up, and I miss the mountains, I miss the hunting and fishing, and they'll come back with a zeal. So I would say just because they're in the teen years, maybe a little bit grumpy, don't want to hang out with you, that's not their full story. They'll probably come full circle and be really excited that you gave them those opportunities. I would say also find things to inspire them. I know we would go to the Banff Mountain Film Festival and watch professional climbers or skiers or mountain bikers, and that would really inspire them. And there's a cool book. What's the name of it? Radically
Wild?
Radically Wild.
Oh, that's a good
Shameless
one.
plug. Shameless plug.
Who's the guy that wrote that? Can't remember.
Can't remember the guy's name. But that book is really about growing up in the great outdoors. So that might inspire your kids as well. So, Andrea, thanks for the question. Hopefully that...
That's a good one.
It was a good one. Just a quick addition to that too. Don't have kids myself, but when I was growing up, young adult, late teenager, my parents were great at getting me out and about, but I had a couple uncles that stand out in my mind too that were like, my parents didn't ski or anything. My one uncle got me out skiing a whole bunch, and I ended up doing ski patrol with him for a couple seasons.
Oh, yeah.
My other uncle was still to this day, Rob, you met him the other day. This is funny, not anything to do with our podcast. Small world. Rob's uncle and my uncle are best friends from like before I was born.
Wow.
And we've known each other for like a decade now, about? Yeah.
Didn't know it?
And you just discovered
just
that?
found out in the last
Like
couple of
in
years.
the last year.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I had him as an uncle getting me out camping and biking and just different facets of the outdoors that I wasn't introduced to. So
Yeah.
other adults are a
an
good
uncle.
tool in that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Kyle, you're up, man.
I like this hat too, Scott. Is this a well-used hat? that
It's a
you're-
well-used hat. Don't smell it.
Don't tell Kyle not to smell it.
What is that smell?
You might think it's greasy from oilskin, but that's actually from not washing my hair for a
Musky.
few weeks. Yeah.
Okay, lost in the woods. Would you rather a hatchet or a folding saw? From Brian.
Hatchet or a folding saw. Okay.
I'm gonna go hatchet.
It seems like it has more features.
I just think I know my way around a hatchet better than I do a folding saw. I know both of them have a whole lot of things that they can do, but in terms of, I don't know, that's really tough now. Now, I was going to say something, and now I'm thinking I'm incorrect in my head. I was going to say it's easier to build stuff with a hatchet, but not really.
Folding saw like that, eh? Like a
Yeah,
6-inch, 8-inch.
If you got a good one, you can zip through you can zip through logs pretty quickly. You could still,
Or a
wow.
Hatchet could be a hammer.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say the hatchet just seems to have more applications.
Hatchet can be a knife. You could gut a
Yeah.
fish or skin a deer.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of fire building and shelter building, and like I've done that with a hatchet before.
Yeah.
It's very useful, but I just haven't ever done it with the folding saw for the sake of doing it. Like I'm sure Scott has 100,000 times.
What about a machete?
Machete.
Yes, that's the best tool.
You could put a hatchet in your knee too. Right.
Yeah, you can.
The folding saw is just a little more methodical.
If anybody's read, what was that book again?
Literally, the book that came to mind though for this was, I think it
The
was called
Hatchet.
Hatchet,
Hatchet,
right?
the
They made
Hatchet.
us all read that. And
Yeah, I remember that one.
Remember, he gets
Did he
fire
die?
going by striking it against flint or quartzite to get the spark. But you can do that on the back of a folding saw too.
Yeah.
For a fire lighting.
I don't remember if I'm thinking of the correct book. It's Hatchet
It's called
or
the hatchet.
Hatchet, yeah.
Yeah.
The kid that plane crash, whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
right.
then what's the book about the guy that had the bus in Alaska? Those are two different books.
Oh, Into the Wild.
Yeah.
Yes, Into the Wild. In the Hatchet, I don't remember how it ended.
Oh, we can't
In a
spoil
good
it for
way?
people.
In a bad way?
I feel like
Yeah. No, it ended in a good way.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay, well then my answer's Hatchet.
Yeah. Yeah, it worked out for him.
Everything I read in grade 3 is making sense now.
Making
I
sense.
remember the grade 3 book Folding Saw. That guy didn't make it up.
He was a loser.
Yeah.
Okay, here you go.
All right.
George is up. He's digging deep.
Deep. Okay. Ooh, would you rather? Oh boy. Would you rather your sleeping bag smell like skunk or like something died?
Well, yours always smells like something.
Yeah, I was gonna say no. I don't mind the skunk smell, to be honest.
Yeah.
I kind of like it, really. It's
Little BC Bud.
yeah.
that's not a
I don't mind it. Yeah, I'd go skunk for sure. My dog got sprayed by a skunk. We were on our honeymoon, and we were gone for a month. He got sprayed. He was staying with my parents. He got sprayed the first day we were gone, and they had to live with him for a month. Oh no!
Was that Kodak?
No, Tyler, my old dog.
Okay.
And for like years, like it'd be 4 years later, it would be raining, and you smell them. It still smells like skunk. Like it's like it lingered.
So you associated it with your dog.
Yeah.
So now you're like, oh, that's my
You're
old
like,
boy.
yeah.
That's my old guy.
Yeah.
Come here,
There's
let
Ty.
me sniff you.
Yeah.
Has anybody been sprayed themselves?
I haven't been sprayed, but I remember my uncle taking a shot at a skunk that went under a piece of machinery, and we were 100 yards away, and the wind turned, and that blew right at us.
Oh, yeah?
And it hit on full force.
Yeah.
Might as well have been right up close to it. That was my first Oh, well, shooting it really isn't the best way.
It's not a good way to do this. Yeah.
Be upwind, I guess, but so I don't know if I'd probably go find a hollow log to sleep in.
If your sleeping bag was that stinky,
either way. But that's just me.
Yeah.
I would just get in someone else's sleeping bag.
Yeah, there you go.
Move over, Rob.
The best way to keep warm is skin to skin.
Cozy.
Would you rather ride a snowmobile with crippling diarrhea or a horse with raging hemorrhoids? Does the horse have raging hemorrhoids, or do I have?
You have raging hemorrhoids or crippling diarrhea on the horse or the snowmobile?
Well, Scott, we've talked about this. I don't know what the raging hemorrhoids would feel like, but I've had crippling diarrhea trying to hunt a moose, and that drains a person.
Were you successful?
You know what? I don't know how much time we have. Short story is that the last day of my moose hunt, the guy I was hunting with the night before, when I was doing everything to last light, not to have to undo all of my snow gear and right there in the meadow, convinced me. He's like, one more day, tomorrow morning we'll do a half day. Like his girlfriend at the time wanted to take some pictures and stuff if they got some good wildlife shots. So he convinced me. He's like, we'll do a half day. Like, you only have a few days left. Like, it's a weekend, we'll do a half day hunt. I'm sitting in the bathroom at like 3 o'clock in the morning being like, I'm just going to text him and tell him not to bother.
These hemorrhoids are awful.
Yeah. And then I'm thinking, nope, because if I tell him not to pick me up, this is going to be the day that he sees a moose, and I'm going to regret putting 15 years of priority into this. And sure enough, as we're we've put miles in on foot, we've put miles in the truck, and we missed an opportunity on a big whitetail that just at the edge of the oil lease and then ripped into the thick willows, and turned a corner up an oil lease road, and talking about the deer that we just saw, which was like the biggest deer we've seen all season 2, trying to track a moose down. Hey Rob, there's your moose. It's like out my window 30 yards, and it's like jump out, and a few hitches where it's all of a sudden like, of course the sun's right behind the moose, so it's sun, sky, tree, there's black, that looks like a nose, a little bit lower, click. I'm an idiot, forgot to put the bolt down. Do this process all over again. Sun, tree, luckily enough, this thing drops 30 yards from me, and shot goes straight in. It collapses.
Wow.
I have this mental image of what a moose hunt is going to be, and I think we're going to quarter this thing. We're going to have to work our asses off to get it back to the truck, and here we are 30 yards from the truck. Quad drags it to the road. We end up having 2 other guys that we knew pull up.
Good time.
As we were getting stuff organized. 4 of us pull this moose on, get it to his place, get it hung. I go home, wash the blood off my hands, head to the hospital, and spend the next 2 hours on an IV bag because I'm so dehydrated from the last 5 days of diarrhea. So,
So what causes the diarrhea?
The
Moose
petri
meat.
dish we call
Eating the wormy
daycare.
mushroom. Yeah.
We have kids that bring home everything, so I just happened to catch the bug at the wrong time, and so not riding a snowmobile, but spend a lot of time outdoor in the winter with that diarrhea was not a fun time.
So what are you picking, the diarrhea or the hemorrhoids on the horse?
Lucky diarrhea. Robbie's got diarrhea. Let's head out hunting.
Yeah, you know what? I've never had the horse experience, so hey, I can fight through the diarrhea, I think, maybe.
Okay.
But
I hate that you say your moose hunt was like, I shot him 20 yards, and like 18 people showed up to help because we had moose tags the same year.
We did, yeah.
And I shot mine, and I was in the bush alone for like 10 hours deboning this thing.
Yeah.
I didn't have diarrhea, but
Yeah, you had the moose hunt that I always imagined. when it came down to it.
And it was glorious.
Yeah.
Packing out the
But
moose for 10
here I
hours.
am telling my moose hunt, equating it to the fact that I had diarrhea and ended up in the ER 2 hours later.
So Kyle, you deboned it. You were by yourself. Did you have a sled? How did you get it out?
it was
backpack.
warm, wasn't it?
It was warm.
you
Yeah,
shut
it
yours
was-
early season too,
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah, it was early. It was like
Backpack,
the first
eh?
week. Yeah, my buddy Zach lent me, name dropping here like crazy. Zach and Ryan know each other
Zach,
too.
we love you.
He's making
Yeah.
these people laugh.
Ryan, you suck. Zach, you're great. Zach is tenfold the hunter that I am. He lent me his like grandfather's old, literally like wood frame, just like a sack that is hanging out on wood frames, which is super cool.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, just deboned it, threw it in garbage bags to not get his bag all bloody and stuff, and just hoofed it back and forth to the truck. Like,
How many trips did you make?
oh, I don't know. I stopped counting.
Like how far were you from your truck?
Not insanely far, because I want to say I thought semi-methodically to be like, if I shoot something, I have to be able to like get it back. And
Yeah.
it was just, I was hunting with our buddy Gavin that we played hockey with the day before, and I was hunting with Zach 2 days prior to that.
Yeah.
By no means am I an excellent hunter at all. Like, I remember hunting with Zach and I missed a moose in Willows that was like a monster moose, but got one like 2 days later, so felt good about it. I don't know how many trips.
Were you worried that the grizz was going to come? That's what worries me with
Yeah.
a big animal like that. You're back and forth to the truck, the smell of that gut pile.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're coming back
It
and you're
was-
like, do I leave the firearm? Do I just take bear spray? You know?
Yeah, just soak the moose with bear spray. That'll keep the bear away. And then you got nothing to worry about,
Then you
right?
can
Already
throw it right on the
spiced.
grill.
Yeah. What I didn't do that I should have done, yes, that thought crossed my mind, but I think it just made me be like, I guess you gotta keep going and work quick. Like, don't take a break. I still regret to this day, I had trail cams in my truck that I think I'd picked up from a different hunting spot. After I had all the moose loaded in the truck, ready to go, I was driving back home and I was like, why didn't I put a trail cam up to see what would come by?
Right.
Because it was in an area that like anything and everything would have and could have come by, and I just would have got some really cool trail
Good
cam stuff.
predator shots. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So the answer is hemorrhoids.
You're taking hemorrhoids.
Before we go on, I think I should name drop Garrett as my hunting partner that year, because
Okay.
Kyle's giving everybody credit for
That's
all
right.
this stuff. So
All right, Garrett.
should at least throw Garrett out there.
Yeah.
There
Thanks,
you go.
Garrett.
Garrett, you're famous. Okay, I'm up with the hat. Okay, have you ever had a gut feeling in the woods that you couldn't explain but ended up saving your life on a trip? By Dale. Ooh.
I was just waiting for it to be, have you ever had hemorrhoids?
Have you ever had a gut feeling and then it came right out?
This show is brought to you by Preparation Age. Have I ever had a gut feeling that I couldn't explain? Yeah, I've got one in my book. What's the name of that again?
Is that Radically Wild? That's the one?
Radically
Yeah.
Wild?
It's the hatchet? I don't know.
The machete. Yeah, I explain a weird story. I was on the Kettle Trail in Switzer Park, actually, and I was hiking, and I felt certain that when I got to the top of the hill, I was going to see a grizzly. Like, it was so certain, gut feeling. I got to the top, and sure enough, there was a grizzly bear standing there, and it just stood up, looked at me. I ripped open the, some of those holsters have Velcro. Ripped the Velcro open, and it was the sound of the Velcro that made the grizzly bolt. So I've had bears not run away with bear bangers. So there you have it, folks. Take Velcro, rip it apart. They don't like it.
Ah.
That's
a good one.
Use that for your hazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a weird one. I was like, that was just Sixth Sense sort of situation. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, have you guys ever had something like that where you had a gut feeling that saved your life? Thin ice or cliffs or
We've done a few cougar episodes, and I remember like this winter walking the dog on
bar.
some bike trail. Yeah, yeah. Just like south of Hinton. Man, I was freaked out for a while there, and I don't know. Like I never saw the cougar, but I was just like late at night, And I was just like, man, there's something watching me right now. And I just like immediately put the dog on the leash because I'm like, it feels like something's happening. Never saw it, but that was a weird one. I never like had that feeling before. It was just like, oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a creepy feeling.
Yeah.
How about you fellas?
Nothing comes to mind on life-saving. I know trusting your gut when it comes to some things. Knowing your horses and reading your horses. I know, well, you know Cheyenne well too. Having Cheyenne stop dead in the middle of an open trail with willows down below and above, and me being like, okay, that's not her, like usually when she's going, especially when we're going out, but she stopped dead in her tracks and would not move. And it took about 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden had some wrestling in the bush, and her ears are pointed straight into and she would not budge. And sure enough, all of a sudden what I assume was a bear, about 20 yards off in the willows that, high willows that you couldn't see. So it finally started moving away and given another 10 minutes, and you could tell when she just relaxed and untensed, and then it was
we're good to go again.
Had I been on foot, like that could have been a completely different scenario, but you know what, she obviously heard, seen something I didn't in the dense bush, because it wasn't rustling when she stopped. It was about 5 minutes of being, what's going on, girl? Like, you're freaking me out kind of thing now. But she knew something was in the bush, and we weren't moving until that was gone.
Those horses have amazing senses. Ken Grote, when he was on here, he has that story, similar thing. The horses all stopped, and a whole pack of wolves came running through the willows. But they were on it, like they smelt it, knew it.
Yeah.
Trust your horse. How about you, Kyle? Any gut feelings?
I don't think I have like a good example of like a gut feeling that's similar in the sense to your guys' stories, but definitely a lot of gut feelings in the bush where I'm like, oh dang, I screwed up. My gut just dropped because I'm gonna die, kind of thing. Maybe not a lot. I shouldn't say that.
The opposite of the story. It's too late for gut feelings now. It's over.
So what did you do that made you feel like you're gonna die?
Crossing a river when I shouldn't.
Oh, okay.
Because it was like we came in hiking into the Wilmore on a nice day, and then we got a bunch of rain, going back to our first question here. And when we were hiking out, the river that we had to cross, the Wild Hay, had risen a lot. And if anybody knows the trails in the Wilmore, which I know a lot of the listeners do, you're coming back to Rock Lake on Mountain Trail, and your last crossing is the Wild Hay. And if you cross that, you're pretty much home free. It's like, okay, cool, we got less than an hour back to the staging area, and you're kind of like, yippee, we're going to be in a warm truck here.
Then you get to that hill, and you remember, you remember that hill was
the
there.
Hills suck. The hills definitely suck on foot. But if you can't cross the Wild Hay, you got to take the Jackson Creek all the way around. And that still's like the worst hike I think I've done in my life. But me being less experienced and naive, wanted to try to get across the river because I was like, we're so close that if we get across, like, we're home free. Otherwise, it was like a 4-hour hike, backtracking and then back around. I hadn't done that trail before either, so it was a little bit of a mystery.
Jackson Creek Trail.
It's very much an emergency trail.
Yeah,
so
it sucks.
So in the river, which was very much a raging river at that point with poles, and you can feel the rocks under your feet moving with you. That's a scary feeling. And doing pretty good, holding my balance, and then I fell, and my hiking buddy Steve like grabbed my backpack as I'm like getting swept away. Like, I don't think I was like done for at that point, but definitely the thought goes through your mind where you're like, ditch your bag, get your head up, like try to swim. And he pulled me back, and at that point I was smart enough to be like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't cross this river. I don't know. And we had to take the Jackson Creek all the way back around. But yeah, like that gut feeling of like, oh, I'm no longer in control and nature has me at its mercy was a crappy feeling. Took the Jackson Creek around, ran into a multitude of grizzly bears.
On the Jackson
Yeah,
Creek.
and it was like, pardon my language, pissing rain the entire time. Like you had your rain gear on, a garbage bag on top, and you're like, I don't know if I'm sweaty or
Yeah, you're just
whatever.
wet.
Yeah.
We got so mad at running into bears too. At first, we were being polite and like, "Hey mom," start clapping, and then we run into like the third bear. We're like, "Get out of the way!" And it's like, "Oh, these guys mean business."
So I haven't heard that story in a while because I'm getting messages at home being like, "Have you heard from Kyle and Steve yet?" And
Yeah.
it's like,
Steve,
no,
there's the other friend.
yeah. And it's like, nope, but it's raining, so my guess is they haven't crossed the wild hay and they've added some time.
Yeah, Rob would have been
Sure
our
enough.
safety on that hike. So
Was that the
appreciate
same
you.
trip when Bear was chasing the caribou down on the same hill as you guys, or that was a different? You guys were a la Peche on the hills there or something.
That would have been, I think we summited like Bury Ridge or something, kind of in Pope Thoreau area. And I don't know if that was the same trip or not, but yeah, on that hike, we saw a nice herd of caribou, like a dozen of them, cows and calves. And then all of a sudden we're watching them and we're like, oh, why are they all alerted? And we're like, how horses would get alerted, and they're taking off, and we're like, oh, there's 2 grizzlies chasing them, and they're chasing them towards us. Great. Perfect. We'll see how this works out. So I'm here today still, so
Yeah.
the bears got me.
Yeah. Good question, Dale. Gut feelings.
I like
All
that
right.
one.
You're up there, bud.
My gut feeling is
You need another
I'm
beer.
thirsty.
Yeah. Cold One's a sponsor of the Bombers hockey team this year.
Yeah.
that right?
Yeah,
That's great.
if Grand Prairie Brewery's listening.
Yeah. Maybe not a sponsor, but definitely a
Well, we need a
contributor to some
Scotch
wins.
sponsor and a beer sponsor for the podcast.
Yeah.
If you're listening.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
If you could domesticate any animal in the Northern Rockies, what would it be? Sincerely, Jeff. That's cool, actually. That's
Domesticate any animal in Northern Rockies.
wow. Like, I think my mind, the first 2 critters that came to mind was a moose,
Yeah.
because you could. I think there's been people domesticated moose before and like threw saddles on them and stuff, right? Like that would be cool. I've always just had a soft spot for moose. I think
Yeah.
they're awesome.
I like that.
A lynx would be cool, but
That'd be
like
sweet.
also probably the world's worst house pet.
Yeah.
Like,
Kill your neighbor.
I don't know. Maybe I have to go with wolves just because I'm a big dog guy, and
Yeah.
I guess you're not far off there.
Yeah. Pet wolf. Yeah.
A fox would be cool.
Kyle just wants all of them.
Yeah.
Maybe just some
Yeah.
really annoying bird.
Yeah.
Like, what's the most annoying bird you could think of?
Probably magpie or crow.
You
A
get
grouse is pretty annoying when you walk up and surprise it.
I've had a grouse slap me across the face before.
Really?
Oh yeah,
You probably deserved it.
probably did. Yeah,
What did you do to that
I had
grouse?
a grouse attack my
Skied
ankles.
over it.
Yeah.
You got some nice ankles.
Well, I know. I would attack my ankles. How about
Are
you,
you
George?
showing them off right now? That's the question.
Domesticated. I mean, I like Wolverine sounds sweet. Like have
That
like a
would be
pet
wild,
Wolverine
eh?
in the backyard.
Meet my pet Wolverine.
Yeah, I got a Wolverine here. No, you don't. Come on, check it
Be
out.
aware of bulldog. Come to my yard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, you're just walking like you got a little leash on your Wolverine as you're walking around
That'd be
town.
great. Yeah.
Hey, you want to pet him? Yeah, you can pet him, sure. Yeah, I go Wolverine. I'm going Wolverine. Like that.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
You go
I'd
first.
take an otter, and when the fish aren't biting in the trout pond, just have a leash on them.
Yeah, send the otter in.
Send the otter down.
Who was it that we knew that had an otter for like a year?
Pet otter?
Yeah, I can't even remember his name now, but he came across an injured otter. I don't know if this was legit or not, so I won't throw his name out even if I could remember it. But
It was Ryan again.
I think he had an otter for like a year, and somebody was saying that he like went in the bathtub with the otter and stuff, and like all kosher, I guess. But,
Pet otter.
I would put money down that I have met and have talked to a guy that had an otter.
Yeah, they're cute.
Yeah.
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 Otter was on my list. It was weird because automatically it was like, of course I'd want a grizzly bear if it was best. but really, what are you going to do with a grizzly bear?
Yeah, it's hard to keep up feeding a grizzly bear.
Yeah,
Make it wear one of those little hats, ride a tricycle.
Yeah, right.
The poops in the yard would be just
Even a marten would be
outrageous.
kind of neat. They're kind of cute, but
Yeah.
otters would be a cool one to have around.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Magpie. Yeah, definitely magpie.
Magpie.
Magpie? Yeah.
We actually rehabilitated sounds like it was an alcoholic, a blue jay in the house.
The blue jay was an alcoholic?
Well, I said rehabilitated, like he had a broken wing.
Okay.
And he was just non-stop squawking. So
Yeah.
I can't imagine what a magpie would be like. All right.
I just did
Corvids
that
would
one.
be tough.
Oh, you did one? You're up.
Was that yours or was that Kyle's?
That was
Yeah, that was
Kyle's.
Kyle's.
George.
Yeah.
You sneaky-
Was it? No,
No, I'm pretty sure I just
What
read
did
that one.
Jeff ask?
No,
I
you-
was.
What
You had a
domesticated animal?
domesticated animal.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
George, this is actually an intervention for your drinking.
Yeah.
I can't remember whose turn it was.
This is very easy. We're going in
Okay.
a circle, George.
I thought I was for sure that was mine. Would you rather deal with biting black flies all day or a hornet's nest for 10 minutes?
I hate these questions. Oh my god.
That's
Biting
that's
black
lose-lose.
flies all
10
day.
minutes is a long time to get stung
Hornets
by
for 10.
hornets. Like,
I'm allergic to hornets.
a minute is bad.
So you wouldn't last. 10
Yeah, I gotta
minutes.
go biting black flies. Black flies, like a horsefly?
Or deer fly.
They're tiny.
Those
and they
little
get
no
or
every-
you're
seals.
talking no-see-ums.
Not
Yeah.
yeah. You've been up way north. You get the black flies. They're like a tiny horsefly, and they take a little bite out of you.
We always called them deer flies. They're about the size of a house fly.
Yeah.
And then your horse fly is like three
big
times
one.
those ones.
Yeah,
They take like a chunk of barbed wire out of you.
and they get your horses bucking.
Yeah, I'm going black fly.
Black. Yeah.
They say if I get stung by a
10
hornet,
minutes with a hornet is.
no. They say I got 15 minutes to live with a hornet.
Do you carry an EpiPen?
I should.
Okay.
The answer is no.
I got a couple around the house.
Is it orange to the thigh or sky?
Yeah.
Blue to the
Blue to
sky,
the sky.
orange to the face, right?
Christina's always like, "Oh yeah, make sure we got the EpiPen." I'm like, "It's somewhere in the trailer. Like, we got 15 minutes to find it. It'll be fine.
Jeez.
We don't have any bees around here. Don't
Yeah, it's
worry
nothing to
about it.
worry about." Yeah, yeah, I'm going black flies.
Yeah.
I think that's a lose-lose. So just, I'm out.
Yeah.
If that's an option.
Yeah, and the Klondike flies got so bad before there was DEET. You know what they used? What'd you guys do?
Diarrhea?
Exactly. Pretty close. They would use mud, cake it all over their faces and arms, and smoke cigars.
How'd they get the cigars?
They just
And the
told people.
Klondike, man. They got whiskey and cigars.
Scott
just-
rolled like 12 cigars last night.
I rolled 16
16
cigars,
cigars
last
last
night.
Was this for the guy that...
This is for the guy that shall remain unnameless or nameless. All right, Robbie, you're up.
Would you rather dig your sled out for 2 hours or hike 10 kilometers back in deep snow?
Like leaving your sled in there.
I assume
I
you're
guess
just
leaving
hiking
your
back.
sled. Yeah.
That's a kicker because 2 hours of digging a sled out, you might as well have just gone 10 kilometers back because now you got to ride that sled back the 10
But what are you
kilometers
doing?
anyways.
Then you're getting help to.
You still got to dig it out.
gotta
either
Yeah,
way.
you
Yeah,
still
the
got to dig
sled.
it out eventually. I would probably say 2 hours of digging because I'm going to try and find a way to do it in less than 2 hours.
Yeah.
What's making me dig for 2 hours versus 10 kilometers back?
I don't think you could do 10K in 2 hours.
And it says back in deep snow.
Deep snow.
I think that'd take you like 6 or 7 hours.
Yeah, you're not doing
Oh no! Well, it's dig your sled out for 2 hours,
or 10K in
yeah.
deep
10K
snow though.
back in deep
that
snow.
that could easily be.
So that's not 2 hours.
that
No,
could
no,
easily
no.
be 4 hours in deep snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're
Well,
every
those
step you
ankles
take
and
is-
legs of yours.
You like my legs?
It'd take us all twice as long.
Ken, why are you showing off your ankles, Scott?
For you listeners at home, you're lucky it's not a TV program.
Yeah.
Guys are making me nervous.
Yeah, I'm gonna dig for 2 hours
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
I hike anywhere. I rode the snowmobile in there for a reason. I'm not
Yeah.
just walking back out.
I think in that scenario, it's like either the only time I'm leaving is if the sled's tipped over or something. I can't lift it up. You know, it's like if I can dig this out, I can.
Have you ever left a sled?
No, I don't think
answer is
so.
yes.
No, I know I've left a quad a few times, but
Yeah.
never a sled. It's always like you you're out on your own and you got to go and like, hey, buddy, I need you to come out to the middle of nowhere with your quad and I'm stuck.
Yeah.
It happens.
It does happen. I've been very close personally to not being able to tip a sled over, even in an area where I was like, I could definitely just walk home and this isn't bad, but it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
And I got to come back and get this.
That was his driveway.
Yeah.
My neighbor
my
sees
backyard.
this at the front of my driveway. This is going to be embarrassing.
No, I don't think there's any way I'm walking 10K in deep snow for any reason.
No.
Yeah.
You're going to have to give me 10 grand.
Right on. Okay. Next question that I pulled here is from Keith. Thank you, Keith. The question is favorite gun. Love the question.
I knew this was coming.
Favorite
Did you?
gun? Yeah.
Favorite gun. So, wow. Okay, you'd
caliber?
think this would be an easy answer, but it's going to take a while. So, I was a 30-06 guy for many years. In fact, my kids all hunt 30-06. They love it. It's a great caliber all around. But I moved to 300 Win Mag, how many years ago?
A while.
8 years, maybe? Yeah, you used to
A
always,
while, yeah.
you used to always rip me
Sending
for
him
it.
the Swiss cheese animal
Swiss
pictures,
cheese
the far
pictures.
sides.
So here's why. Shoot, because I used to hunt a lot on the prairies where you shoot something and you can kind of watch where it's going and follow it. But you get in the thick black spruce in the Northern Rockies and you lose an animal or two and you're like, oh, it just feels terrible. You can't sleep at night. I wanted something with a little more knockdown power. 300 Win Mag, yeah, it might wreck another pack of hamburger on that deer or elk or moose, but I've seen it literally pick an animal up and drop it. So I got a Tikka T3 Lite, 300 Win Mag, and I'm super happy with it. Love it. Taking bear, deer, elk, everything.
I feel like more of a kick than
I was going to say, Tikka T3
You put
Light.
you put a limb saver on it. It's funny when I bought it, the guy was like, "Oh, you're gonna be returning that next week. That sucker kicks like a mule."
Yeah.
And I was like, I think he was just he was a wimp because it wasn't so bad. It wasn't much worse than a shotgun with a slug. But yeah, I mean, what are we talking? Shooting chickens or shooting big game? I assume this is a big game question.
Hope you're not shooting chickens with
chickens?
your 300 Win Mag.
30-06.
I've seen you pick chicken right up.
Yeah.
And never drop
You
it.
can you can gut them and debone them in one shot. How about you, fellas? Favorite gun?
Favorite gun. So to answer
We're
the
talking
question,
big game. We got to narrow it.
Why?
I don't want
Okay.
to narrow it.
All right.
Kyle's
said it
all
was
over the
gonna take a while.
Favorite gun.
I think to answer it the same way you have answered it, my favorite, probably just because it's the one I go to, it's kind of the do-all, is a 270. Like, I took a bull moose with a 270. Did I shoot it 3 times to make sure that it wasn't going to go further from the truck? Yes.
There's your Swiss cheese.
Might as well
What?
have been a 300 Win Mag.
30-06 has, I think, a great balance of everything. Like,
Yeah,
it's
for
flat
sure.
enough, it's got good power. Favorite gun, though? Definitely not a 30-06. I don't like shooting them because I am that wimp where I'm like, my shoulder, bang.
We also tend to put a lot of rounds sub 30-06 through, so you get that like.
Yeah, if you're target
I
shooting,
don't need to
it's-
shoot any more
yeah.
30-06 for a couple months.
I like shooting a 45-70. I used to own a cool Marlin Weaver action.
Oh,
and
wow.
then this was like a decade ago, and those rounds were $2 then when I didn't have $2 to
That thing
spend.
must have kicked like a mule, hey?
Yeah, you couldn't hit anything after like 40 yards. So it was, anyway, or I couldn't. But, yeah. Favorite, I think it just has to be a good old-fashioned 12 gauge because it's the most fun I have had shooting anything. It's birds, it's ducks, it's chickens. You're out with the dogs. They're having a hell of
versatile.
a time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's cheap to shoot. Even if you're just going to go shoot clays, like, I don't want to say cheap. Nothing's cheap anymore, but
It's affordable.
yeah, affordable for sure. So favorite is just the go-to 12-gauge shotgun.
You're right. When people are like, I want to get into hunting, what should I start? I'm like, just get a 12 gauge. Start with small game.
Yeah.
You can use a buckshot, slugs.
You can damn near do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From chicken to grizzly.
Yeah.
Folks, grizzlies, you're not allowed to shoot.
Don't shoot the grizzly with 12 gauge.
Okay.
I mean,
George?
I like 30-06. I mean, that's what I use. It was like my grandpa's gun. It was my dad's gun.
Yeah.
So it's my gun. So it's like, yeah, it's definitely
Classic.
classic. But I've shot probably 10,000 bullets through a 22. Like you buy like the 555
The old
box
brick of
and-
Wildcats.
Oh yeah, man. It's just we just like go out to a gravel pit and you just spend all afternoon there shooting targets.
Yeah, great comment. And it costs you $20-$30
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah.
And the wife loves shooting it, and it's like I don't need, my shoulders fine, ears are fine. Yeah.
Ow, my shoulder. This 22 is
This
kicking
22.
so hard.
Yeah, I love shooting the 22. Yeah, I'm gonna go 22. Yeah.
Good answer.
Nice. All right, Robbie.
For
you're up.
me, it started with the 30-06 as well, and I remember always hating that 30-06 and me not knowing any different because it was the gun that I was given and I shot my first couple of deer with it, but it would kick my shoulder hard. And then I grew up, I become an adult, I start asking these questions. I start my career path and wondering why the rifle I'm now shooting doesn't hurt my shoulder quite as much, and go back and realize that 1911 Springfield has like metal plate on the back. And then me being like, why am I shooting 180 grains when I don't have to? But it's like, Grandpa used to buy the blue box 30-06, and that's just because he was either ready for a bear or they were shooting a moose with it or a deer with it, or so that was versatile. But then I become an adult and realize I have a little bit of money. I could invest in my own gun today. Well, it don't anymore. And for whatever reason, wanted a Browning X-Bolt. For whatever reason, that just drew me in. Finally put some money into a 308 and a Browning X-Bolt.
Say Browning X-Bolt one more time. We'll get sponsored.
Browning X-Bolt. And you know what? That 308, I've pulled the trigger, and everything that I've pulled the trigger on has had a tag on it. So
That was one shot you've done with
that's
that thing?
one shot. Yeah, no, that's one shot per animal that I've put a tag on my hunting seasons. Now there's seasons where I haven't been able to pull the trigger. I'll admit that, but it's a nice smooth ammunition, and it's a nice one too.
I haven't heard a bad thing about those Browning X-Bolts, actually.
Yeah.
So I've known a couple people with those Browning X-Bolts, and those Browning X-Bolts are pretty nice.
Everything I've pulled the trigger on, you have a tag on. That's that's good.
Everything you pulled the trigger on, you had a tag for? Is that what you're
Yes.
admitting?
Everything that I've managed to have a tag for and pull the trigger on, I have put that tag on that animal.
I don't know.
Awesome.
I put
which is
some
good.
tag on it. I don't know.
Including that moose that was 30, 40 yards away, which that was the other thing. Now that we're talking about my Browning X-Bolt, I'm ready for, again, that image of the moose hunt. I'm ready for like a 230-yard shot and jump out of the truck, and sure enough, that's why it's like
right there.
the scope's cranked up, and it's like, it's just black. Like, I think that was a nostril. Like, that's got to be a chest right now, kind of thing. It's
Okay,
like,
since we're nerding out on firearms, what grains are you using on your bullet? 300 Win Mag, I'm 180. 30-06, I'm 180 grain.
270. I was at 130, and I bumped it up to 150.
Okay.
Literally for, I think when I took took 3 at that moose,
Yeah.
but because I shot it twice, and I'm like, this thing's pardon my language, this thing's standing, shoot it again, watch it drop, I'm like, I'm gonna get that 150, so 150 now.
Did you reset your scope going from 130s to 150? Or
Yeah, I had
you
to.
did.
Like, I just went from bore sighting it again. I just started from scratch,
Yeah.
and it did make a difference. It wasn't like you wouldn't hit the same thing, but yeah, it was a difference at 100. Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, George? You're 30-06.
I want to say 170.
170.
Is that a number?
I think they're 165.
It's a number.
I think that's a letter.
165 is the grain, I think.
165.
I don't
and
think
then
I
they
was
jump to
180, but I
180s
was.
usually.
Yeah, I want to say, it must have been around there then.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to grab my ammo.
I cranked mine up for the moose. And then I
308.
and then I dropped back down to the 150. And the last couple seasons I had with the 30-06, when I finally got smart and realized that why am I shooting 180, because it's just ripping through these deer that I'm shooting, I dropped it down and then I don't think I actually shot anything with that when I dropped that down to 150.
Don't change what's working.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
enough.
X-Bolt Browning.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Kyle's up.
Rank these 3 modes of transportation. From Jamie. Helicopter, horse, hovercraft. I'm going to have to ask what a hovercraft is in this instance.
Helicopter, horse, hovercraft. Well, you know
Like
what a
I-
hovercraft is,
No,
right?
that's
No, I just asked. Like, I have an idea in my head, but let's, just so everybody knows.
asking for Ryan. He's wondering.
I'm picturing like fans and like a balloon thing underneath.
Yeah,
that's what
and-
I'm
Yeah,
going with.
you can go
Yeah.
across
Yeah.
muskeg swamp and
Yeah.
water and onto land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the 3 H's.
3 H's. Helicopter, horse,
Hovercraft.
or hovercraft.
Rank them.
Rank them.
From, I'm assuming best to worst. Just rank them. This one's
Hottest to
blue.
least hot.
This one you're gonna look the coolest on. I guess I ain't read this, so I should answer it.
Helicopter,
Yeah.
horse, hovercraft.
I've never been on a hovercraft, so hard to rank that. I have been on a horse.
Yeah.
I've been bucked off a horse. I've been stepped on by a horse. I have yet to be kicked by a horse.
Yeah.
A helicopter has never landed on me, kicked me, or any of these. So, convenience ranking, I'm going helicopter, horse, hovercraft, just because of my
Wow.
lack of knowledge of hovercrafts.
Yeah.
Cool factor, maybe horses and helicopter are a tie. But
Ahead
No.
of hovercraft?
I think hovercraft's kind of like dweeby or something. I don't know.
You
Like
got
if
the shades on. You're fishing on Maxwell Lake with your hovercraft.
But
Tossing a 5 of
hovercraft.
diamonds.
Tossing your 5 of
This
diamonds.
is like an Elon Musk hovercraft
Yeah.
where you plug it in and you drive it to work, you know.
Yeah, you could go across the highway. Not legally, probably. But
would you rather be the guy seen in the hovercraft or horseback though?
hovercraft guys get all the chicks.
Yeah.
That's what I
It's,
hear.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Look
out
it
to
up.
lunch then.
Maybe in the Everglades.
Maybe it, like, are we talking like, no, that's a fan boat.
Well,
That's
It
not a
would work,
hovercraft.
it would work, you would think.
Yeah, you just put the fan underneath it.
There's a gator. Shoot it. Shoot it.
You hit the hovercraft. We're going down.
Wouldn't you wish you had a helicopter right now?
I think I'm with you. I'm going helicopter first, then horse, then hovercraft.
Helicopter, horse, and hovercraft. Yeah.
Yeah.
Robbie?
Convenience-wise, and the world looks a lot different when you're on a horse too, from being on foot. But some of the sights that you can see from a helicopter are pretty amazing.
That's true. Yeah.
I always dreamed if I could be a helicopter pilot, that'd be pretty sweet. But there's something to be said about sitting on a horse and what you do see and what you don't see on a 5-hour ride into the backcountry.
Yeah.
When it's not raining on you, everything's going well. But
Yeah.
at the same time, like Kyle said, you got a perfect plan and then you add horses and that plan goes to shit half the time too. So that's, actually as a parent now realizing it's like some days horses are just like toddlers.
That was exactly my feeling when I was riding horses with you. I was like, they're just like kids. They're like toddlers. Yeah.
And you learn, and by no means am I'm nowhere near a Ken Grote. And every time I talk to Ken, I learn so much. And the few words that he ever says to me, about certain things. But even listening to his podcast, like that guy's a wealth of knowledge, and when it comes to horses, you can only aspire to be the Ken Grote of the world. And but
Doesn't know anything about hovercrafts though.
No, exactly. But I mean, as you get to know your horses, those little things go to the wayside, and you catch them before they become toddler mode, and then everything goes more streamlined. But again, to see the top of that mountain and fly over that glacier, that's a pretty cool sensation.
Yeah.
So
Pretty amazing.
Sorry to all the hovercraft lovers out
I
there. Still want you to listen.
Yeah.
George is up.
I got a question here. From Sean, would you rather, have immunity to mosquito bites for life, or never have to worry about a tick landing on you again? Immunity to mosquito bites, or never have to worry about a tick landing on you. I don't want to brag, but I feel like
But you
mosquitoes do not affect me.
Seems like
really?
you are bragging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like the wife. She kind of attracts mosquitoes. I got some buddies like they come out camping. It's like mosquitoes are just killing me. I'm sitting in the laundry. But is there some here? I haven't seen any yet. So yeah, I'm going ticks because I got no issues with mosquitoes.
See, and I've been lucky enough for some reason in my life. I have yet to find a tick on me. I've never ran across.
I've had like 60 at once on me.
Picked a lot of ticks off of horses after they came back from Southern Alberta. But personally, I've never, and even growing up in Southern Alberta and the amount of miles I put on, I've never, for some reason, never found a tick.
Well, you go hiking in Hidden Valley this spring and come back and talk to me.
Yeah, they creep the hell out of me though. So I'd probably, mosquitoes are hit and miss for me, but if I didn't have to scratch another mosquito bite, I'd be happier that
just
way.
didn't find the ticks. They're
Well,
just
that's
in you
probably
still.
that's true enough. Explains a
in your
lot.
belly button. In your belly button.
Yeah.
Your belly button. Oh my god.
They like that spot.
Are there ticks
How
we got to
was it
worry about
land?
out here?
What's that?
Are there ticks we have to worry about out here?
Yeah, we Hidden Valley's full of them. So
Bad ones or just like
we don't get the Rocky Mountain fever or the what's the other one? Everyone worries about
Like Lyme
disease. We don't have either of those here, so that's good yet, but it could spread. So that's why ticks don't bother me if you're not in the area where you can get those horrible diseases.
yeah?
We had a coworker and friend though that ended up with Lyme disease.
She got it in Ontario, I
Oh,
believe,
okay.
but it was crippling. It was like
Yeah.
MS for the rest of her life.
I was
From a tick bite.
from a tick.
Yeah,
Oh,
I started
wow.
wondering. I was like, was that here? But okay.
Yeah. But sometimes you could get one on a dog that came from Ontario or somewhere in the States. And yeah, so you never know, right?
I just remember picking them off of horses one day and like or
Size of a
checks.
grape.
Yeah, and they're like the size of your thumb. And it's just like I looked away for like 30 seconds, and that thing was like a craisin size, and now it's literally blimped up to a grape.
Yeah.
Again. You're
Oh
like,
man.
So you popped it between your teeth and bit
Nasty.
down. Okay. Good question. These are
Gross
great
question.
questions. Thanks, folks.
Gross question.
Gross question.
Don't give me one of those
Yeah.
again. I'm
let's get back to the diarrhea.
squirming
Yes,
here.
get back to the hemorrhoids.
Scott, don't miss Robbie on this. Oh, that was Robbie's question.
No, that was your question.
Oh, right. Yeah.
He's
We're
excited.
going in a circle.
Come
Pay
on,
attention.
Scott, you're in a circle.
Yeah, that's right. I thought we were parallelogram or something.
This is a. This is actually a really creepy one.
These are words. I don't know how to read them.
Camping alone, would you rather hear random laughing in the woods or random whispering? I feel like I would prefer the random laughing because therefore they're not whispering and conspiring how they're taking me out that night.
Yeah.
And if I hear laughing, I'm probably going to try and go join. And,
You
get
hear
on
voices
them laugh.
anyway, so which is the worst?
I hear voices anyways. Yeah, are the whisperings in my head? But yeah, I'm gonna go with random laughing. I feel that's a lot less intrusive and threatening than whispering.
Have you heard weird things in the bush when you're camping? Unexplained things?
Not to the sense that I'm going on expedition and going down that wormhole of looking for Bigfoot and stuff
Sasquatch.
like that. But convincing myself that everything has an explanation, and whether it was a squirrel or something like that, and just avoiding like, no, it was a squirrel, not a bear kind of thing. Just like, you don't think about what's in a Big Mac or a cheeseburger, you just eat it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so it's like, that wasn't anything bigger than a squirrel. It just sounded real loud because everything else is
Right.
quiet.
Then
No,
you
that's
get
a good way
the
to look at
cougar like chirping. You're like, oh, it was just a chickadee. And
Yeah,
that's it,
yeah.
you know, you're dead.
You're getting pulled out of the tent by a cat.
It's okay. It's just a chickadee.
It's
Don't
just a
worry. It's just a chickadee.
Nothing to worry about.
Awesome. Good question. Okay. Steph. Hey, I think I picked the right one here.
Steph's not here, man.
Yeah, but she wrote this in. It says, what's the furthest you ever fell?
Ooh, what's the furthest you've ever fell?
So for me, if cliff jumping counts, that in my book, what's it called again?
What was that one? Shoot.
I think it's called Browning Expo.
Yeah, radically Browning. I did a cliff jump about 70 feet, landed on my back. You have to read the book to find out if I survive. That was pretty far. And yeah, I almost got paralyzed. Actually, my legs were paralyzed for a short while on that. Landing in water, folks, not on rocks. And
Did
then,
you fall or did you jump?
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
well,
feels...
but it is kind of falling, isn't it?
I mean,
Okay.
you're free falling.
The-
but-
okay, I will answer it purely falling. Rock climbing, the worst whipper I've ever done is probably 40 feet on a big pendulum swing. And that was not on purpose. And
Is that when you came back with the rope burns on the back of your leg?
that was a different
That was a
time.
different one.
Yeah,
That was a shorter fall, but
that was
it
a
looked
shorter
worse.
fall, but it was wrapped around my leg. Yeah. But yeah, so there you go. About 70 feet if you call a cliff jump a fall. But these guys don't like it, so I'm going 40 feet on a rock climbing whipper.
climb.
So what happens is, you imagine you've got an anchor higher up, and then you can't get towards the anchor, so you start heading off to the right or the left. But then now when you fall, you're going to do a massive pendulum. And it's horrifying, because what you're most worried about, this was back in the 80s when no one wore helmets, that you're going to smack your head.
Oh yeah.
That's why I don't remember how fall I've fallen.
How far I've
How fell I
how
have fallen.
fell I've fallen.
Also explains a lot more.
All right. How about you guys?
I just said I don't remember.
Off a ladder?
Man, yeah, I don't know. I
You
mean,
don't,
like
you don't fall when you're doing flooring a lot.
the cliff. I mean, now that you mentioned the cliff jump, I feel like like I've done 30 feet maybe jumping.
I think I'm similar. I've cliff jumped at that same spot.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have as well.
No. Where is this spot?
You'll have to read the book.
Jasper, right?
It's Maxwell.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Jasper. I never went like to the max height because
Yeah.
I was too chicken.
Yeah, we cliff jumped I was on my bachelor party in the Shuswap. We went to this one spot and there was like 3 levels, and I went to the lower level, and everyone's like, you gotta go to the top level. I'm like, I'm gonna go to this level. And yeah, I think it was about 30 feet. But as far as falling, I don't know. Like, I can't remember falling far.
Have any of you ever, wow, why are the words escaping me? Probably because I hit my head when I was falling. Oh my God, what's it called when you jump out of a plane?
Parachuting?
Parachuting?
No.
Skydiving?
Thank you,
Skydiving.
skydiving.
Yeah.
My God, that's embarrassing. Can't wait for everybody to listen to this and be like, what an idiot. I've never done that. Has anybody done that?
No, I haven't done.
Great story, Kyle.
Not my story.
Would you guys do it?
I knew it.
I would do it.
I would. I'm looking forward to an opportunity one day to try
Really, eh?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also realize that I could be that guy that gets to the door and be like, yeah, you know what? How much does it cost to just go back down?
Yeah.
Like,
I'll just hang out with the pilot.
yeah, exactly. Be like, you're strapped to me, dude. You're going out one way or the other, screaming
Yeah.
or not. Like,
I will not. I had an old boss that was an avid skydiver before I knew him. Mm-hmm. So like he would go out with a group of people and skydive as a group. And then on one of their jumps, somebody didn't have their parachute pull successfully. So they passed away. And then they organized a memorial jump
Yeah.
And guess what happened on that
No.
jump?
Oh, no.
Like, I have no reason to not believe this guy, totally above board kind of guy. So after hearing that story, I was like, no, I am going to trust that gut feeling, going back to our other question. And be
Yeah.
like, no, don't jump from thousands of feet.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're doing it for the first time, when you're doing that tandem, you're strapped to a guy, that guy is going to make sure that everything that he's going to survive that.
Yeah.
So being strapped to somebody else versus, I know I've had a previous coworker that had the option to do it alone, where you weren't pulling your own cord. It was like the old paratroopers. Like as soon as you hit the end of the rope, your parachute popped and,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
you came down, kind of thing. But
You remember when we were working together, Pink Back Guy?
yeah.
That guy packed parachutes
Pink
for a living
back
after.
guy.
That story's not appropriate for the podcast.
Yeah, that's not appropriate.
Is this part of when you got bear sprayed in the back? The same trip?
I can't even relate it to anything else. It's just so odd. But
He packed parachutes?
yeah, so
For what?
I guess this doesn't mean
skydivers,
anything
I
to
guess,
anybody
but
else. Sorry,
no.
there was a guy that me and
Oh,
Rob.
he packed parachutes. Oh, like puts them in like.
There was a guy that we worked near, and they were the model employee. And then they packed parachutes for skydiving after. And I was like, there's another reason to never go.
Yeah, not trust this guy. Yeah.
He's actually the
I've seen
podcast
this guy
number
put
one
his
listener.
wrong shoes on the wrong feet. Correct shoes on the wrong feet, wrong shoes on the wrong feet.
I've only fallen about 16, just over 16 hands, and that was high enough for
Off
me.
a horse.
Yeah. one horse in particular.
Yeah.
But no big heights. I
Were
remember
you
as a-
bucked off or what happened?
yeah, I guess you can call it that. Yeah.
He was asking for it.
We've got a coworker that he always said there's two types of people in the world: those that haven't been bucked off a horse, or those that have been bucked off a horse, and those that haven't been bucked off a horse yet. 10 years into it, I finally joined the other group, and that was just circumstances. But again, 10 years, and then all of a sudden that horse 4 years or 4 times in a year. But it was a lot of external factors that came down to it. But yeah, so looking forward to getting him back this year and getting some more hours on him.
Nice.
It wasn't 16 hands is not a 70-foot cliff
No.
at all.
But
So,
you can really get wrecked getting
You
bucked
can.
off a horse.
Yeah.
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 for sure.
Nice. Good question. Okay. Where are we at?
Great question.
Yeah.
What direction's the circle going? what direction's the parallelogram going?
Okay.
Would
Kyle.
you rather warm beer or cold coffee, Josh? Josh is not an option. That's who wrote it in. Would you rather have warm beer, cold coffee, or Josh? Josh is a pretty good-looking guy. I don't know. I'm gonna say cold coffee. I am a very avid coffee and beer drinker.
Yeah.
Careful how I say that. But I think the better half has gotten me into some like cold brews and stuff in the winter.
Oh yeah.
And that can be a nice option. I don't think, well, Scott, I don't know the German side of it. Correct me if
Oh
I'm
man,
wrong.
I got lots to say. You just finish your piece, man.
Okay. I don't think I've ever enjoyed a warm beer. I've enjoyed like a warm,
Hug.
yeah, one time. I've enjoyed like a warm whiskey or like a warm, I don't know, apple cider for the stereotypical comment, but
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever enjoyed a warm beer. That's just
Sacrilegious.
ugly. Yeah. Cold coffee. That's
Yeah.
what I'm going.
I got a buddy. He's like a mechanic, and in his garage, like he has a beer fridge, but he always just has a case of Brava sitting on the counter, like room temperature, and he's just like, "This is the way to drink it." I'm like, like
Gross.
every time I show up there, I'm like, "Let's put them all in the fridge." Like, no. Yeah, I'm going warm or cold coffee. Yeah, I'll go cold coffee.
Cold coffee.
Cheers me with your cold beer.
Yeah, Cheers to cheers.
Cheers me with your cold ones, brewed by Grand Prairie Brewing.
Probably gonna. I'm assuming the question doesn't mean like a specialty cold coffee. I'm assuming
No,
it's your coffee's.
It's not an iced cappuccino.
Yeah. Assuming it's your pot warmer is finally
Cowboy
timed
coffee
out.
cold, yeah.
But I'm probably gonna go that over warm beer.
Okay, Mr. Starbucks.
Salted caramel cold brew, please, in a venti. Sorry, I didn't hear that. The train was going by. Could you say it again, please?
How do we spell your name?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, you guys are all wrong because
Scott,
warm
let me
beer.
grab this beer out of the mic right here for you.
Warm
Do I
beer.
pull the
Your
skin-
buddy
the skin
with
off
the
the top?
warm beer, he's onto something. Because I brewed a lot of beer for many years, and a warm beer brings out different flavors. A cold beer has less flavor. So if you're in for the flavor, you're going to taste malts and hops and all sorts of great stuff on the warmer beer. And I grew up in Germany, and I did forestry with the German Forest Company, and we drink warm beer all the time on the job, and it was legal and supplied by the forestry company.
Yeah.
So
Come on, Alberta.
there you go.
Have you ever written a book about growing up in Germany?
What was the name of that? People are going to hate us. Yeah, so there's nothing wrong with a warm beer in the right place and time. Oh,
Yeah.
and some of the old German farmers, I'd go to these markets, they would crack open a beer bottle and stick it in boiling water and bring the beer up to boiling temperature. I only tried that once, and that wasn't my thing.
That's because they were drunk and that was an experiment.
Let's try this out.
But
I don't know.
we're also talking specific beers. Like, you're not going to take a Pilsner. And,
Don't warm up one of these
like,
cold ones
They were
because you do not
Pilsners.
want
Yeah.
the full flavor profile, I don't think.
We haven't done it yet, though.
Yeah.
It's true.
Just make sure
You
you
have to try
microwave
it.
the aluminum can. Adds to the flavor.
All right. Good question. Good question.
Interesting one.
Good
Yeah.
question. Scott's
All right,
definitely
give me a
wrong.
good one. I'm going deep in here. We're actually getting through quite a few questions today, too.
There's still like tons in
Tons
them.
in here.
I think
With
we're
some
going for all of
stories.
them.
On a backpacking trip, it's would you rather. On a backpacking trip, would you rather lose your tent to a bear or your backpack full of food? Ooh, that's a tough one. How long's the trip?
Well, it's got to be decent. It's not like an overnighter. It's got to be like, what, 4 days or something?
It's
You
short
lose-
because you just lost all your food.
You're 4 days
4 days,
back to the truck.
lose your tent to a bear. You're not in the tent. Right.
Hopefully not.
Or your backpack full of food. I kind of like sleeping outside of a tent too. You know, I'd lose the tent, keep the backpack full of food. I'm on board with that.
Sleep in your backpack.
Yeah, exactly.
Problem solved.
Yeah. How about you guys?
I'm too much of a. And Jamie will probably say otherwise because on a normal day, there's some days where if she hasn't put something in my bag or like to eat, there's days where I'll get focused and I won't even eat. But if I'm hiking and I don't have like a pack of jerky or something like that or granola bar sitting there, like it's a different story kind of thing. So I would say I'm gonna lose a tent over the food because I'm just gonna
You get
be
hangry?
snacky and hangry and.
Yeah.
But you're trying not to poop in the bush, so
Well, that's
having no food really helps.
That's you get those salties in there.
Maybe the guy had diarrhea in his tent and he didn't want it anymore. He's glad the bear took it.
Eat a box of Imodium before you go. Yeah, I'm losing the tent for sure.
Yeah.
Just make a lean-to and a fire.
Yeah.
Can't, harder to replace your food.
That's right.
Well, otherwise I'm going to be eating slimy mushrooms and worms. So
That's true. Yeah.
How
It
about
could
you,
be
Kyle?
gummy worms.
it could be gummy worms.
I think I'm with you guys. Like, if I have my sleeping bag still, I think you can still be decently comfortable without a tent. Like, you're arguably lying on the ground anyway, so just find that shelter, find that spruce tree. If you can't make something, make something.
Let's
and,
face it, Kyle's just going to sneak into your sleeping bag anyway.
True. Yeah. Doesn't matter if I have my own sleeping
Scott, you got
bag.
room in
I'm
there?
coming in yours.
Smells like scum. Or dead
The
animal.
older I get, the hangrier I get. So if I don't have food,
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill something or someone.
Yeah.
In the national park. You heard it here first, folks.
That sheep was asking for it.
All right. Who's up? Robbie.
Deb's wondering what my goals are for this summer. Well, Deb, thanks for asking.
Deb's so considerate.
Yeah.
Love Deb.
And just pre-planning because summer's coming, which is nice. Despite the snow showing up every now and then to remind us it's
snowing
not
out right now.
that close. Getting outdoors with the kids. Walker's going to be coming up 5 here in July. Will's at 2 with those, and she's got the motor. She's talking. She's exploring.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to getting outside with the kids, whether it's camping or just those day trips. And
You guys go tenting?
no, we got the trailer.
Trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We moved to the trailer pretty quickly for the accommodations of a bathroom that I didn't have to wake up in the middle of the night to leave the tent to go find, and then just a lot easier when you can have it set up. And there's something that you said about waking up in a tent with that warm
Diarrhea?
that bear lingering over you. But just the sheer convenience of having everything prepped and ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
For the summer and hooking up and rolling out. But so yeah. Summer with the kids, being outdoors, as much as I curse the amount of rocks that end up in our house, watching the kids explore, and whether it's a piece of concrete that's got a bunch of rocks off the gravel pile that we walked by, or a fun fancy purple rock that the look on their faces when they pick it up and shove it in their pocket. And
You got a
wonder-
tumbler?
No,
Get a
I
tumbler.
was looking them up, and it's on my list. Thinking like in the next year or two when it's. Do you guys have one?
Yeah, we got one in
Yeah,
here.
nice.
It's regularly running. I just turn it off for the podcast. But
Nice.
we're like, every time we put 5 rocks in, you tumble for a few weeks,
That's
and
cool.
do another one.
I'm
Use it
gonna-
as a
gonna
white
look
noise
into it.
machine so your kid goes to
There you
sleep
go.
too.
Yeah.
Turn it on during the podcast.
Yeah.
And then the other aspect, I'm looking forward to getting in the saddle again this summer, and exploring on horseback.
Nice.
Call me up.
I will for
I'm
sure.
due for another trip.
Yeah, put me on the list too.
You gotta have hemorrhoids first, though.
We can manage that.
What's
right
your goals
on.
for the summer, Scott?
My goals. Oh man,
This is a
We
full
care
circle
about
question.
you too. Yeah.
I was just so focused on Robbie. I have no life goals. Well, you know what? My audiobook's coming out. What's the name of that
That's
book?
a good one.
We can't do that.
That'll be
joke
this coming this
anymore.
summer.
That is actually coming out this summer, so there's a big
That's a
goal.
good one.
So.
Voiced by.
Myself.
Matthew McConaughey?
Matthew
What?
McConaughey. Liam Neeson.
Yeah, you got goals for the summer?
Yeah, I think
Listen to
so.
Scott's audiobook.
Yeah. Were you finished?
I guess I am. These guys just moved on. So.
No, I want to hear.
What else you got, Scott?
Well, climbing mountains, fishing, some bushcraft. I got to build a new bow.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, bow
Yeah.
exploded, yeah.
Bow exploded. So yeah. Okay, Kyle, we're on to you.
Two that come to mind. Yeah, bag a couple more peaks.
Some Robbie Peaks. One
Yeah.
might say.
Get in the sleeping bag,
Didn't
Rob.
even have to make that joke myself. I was all over that one.
That
What peaks?
I reluctantly say that I've never done Rosh Mayat.
Oh,
so
it's on my list too.
I
Let's
want
do
it.
it.
Okay, let's
do
do
it.
it together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
in.
plan. Let's do it right now.
Bring a helmet and gloves.
I'm ready.
Boys.
Let's do it.
How far have you fallen? Well, when I was climbing Rosh Mayat. So yeah, a couple more peaks, and I'm currently halfway through the progress of building a sauna.
Yeah.
So I've pretty much got everything exterior-wise done for it. So this summer, once this winter of discontent or whatever ends,
We're almost there.
my renos are going to shift to the outdoor sauna.
The sauna.
Tiling the sauna.
Yeah.
And Scott's going to be there.
What are the? Oh, you heard it here. It's going to 20 countries. Kyle has invited me to his house to the sauna.
No,
To tile his sauna.
Oh,
He
to
didn't
tile
invite
the
you to the sauna.
sauna. Oh, shoot. How about 4 of us in the sauna?
Yeah, I told George
Let's
we
do a
should
part
do a
two.
podcast
Would
in
you
there, but
rather in the sauna?
I thought you said the mics would get too hot.
I don't know. It'd be weird. I mean, we could try it. Who knows what'll happen?
Insert the other hot joke.
Yeah. And then you can bag Robbie Peake.
Yeah.
All
George.
right.
I want to do Rush Maya too. Let's do it.
Okay, let's definitely do it.
June or July.
Every other wilderness
Scott, you've been up there
wavelength.
before, eh?
I have. I think my kids climbed that mountain. The youngest were 7.
Yeah.
So if you guys can't make it,
Yeah.
yeah, just
What do we need
remember
for that? It's just like a scrambly at the top sort of thing?
I was going to say wear a helmet because the sheep kick rocks down on you, and wear leather gloves
Okay.
so you don't break fingers.
That's a easy
And-
day hike though? Like it's...
Yeah, it's not say easy. It's a real scramble, and if you get off route, you can be in big trouble. Make sure you get up the right saddle there.
You're not climbing though at all.
No,
Wow,
you're
that's a
scrambling,
scramble.
hands and feet.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of scree.
I'm
No
stoked for it.
ropes necessary or
No.
geared that way.
Yeah.
Always been a big proponent for any like backpacking climbing, like have gloves. And
Yeah.
I don't know how many people I've gone out with before. They're like, I don't need gloves. I'm like, put them in your pocket. They weigh nothing. I will bet you anything you're gonna wear them. And
Yeah.
I think every single time they've been like, thanks for letting me bring my gloves. I'm like, I didn't let you, but sure.
Those were meant for tiling.
Yeah, those are my tiling gloves. Give those back.
Yeah, that's on the list. We're going to do another for the passport for the peaks too. So one of the mountains in Grand Cache.
Cool.
I think Mount Louis sounds like it's doable. Wife's down for that one.
Sweet. You did 1 or 2 last year.
Yeah,
yes?
Ambler. Yeah, one. I'll try to scratch off a couple a year.
We'll do some Wilmore stuff too. 'cause
Yeah, I'd love to go into Wilmore. I want to go into Eagle's Nest. And then...
we'll get up Bury Ridge and have a caribou herd.
Yeah.
Bring some
I'm
grizzlies in close.
That sounds good.
Actually, one thing I forgot: Wild Mountain Music Festival. It's
yeah.
the
Yeah.
first year since
Matt
living here
Good.
that we got tickets. So
Good.
excited to go see.
Yeah.
We'll
be
the
there.
environment
I
there.
think
yeah.
I'll be there too.
You've never been?
We've never been. This is the first year we got early bird tickets, and it actually happens to be the first the boy's birthday weekend. So
Yeah.
gonna shove him in the bouncy castles and
This is your birthday party,
Yeah,
man. Everyone's
exactly.
here for you.
yeah right. So, but yeah, that's gonna be a highlight this summer.
I think the first year I went, the Sheepdogs were headlining, and they're one of my favorite bands. I'm literally seeing them in, what's today, the 8th?
Yeah.
I'm seeing them in 12 days in Edmonton.
Oh, wow.
Sweet.
Actually,
That'll be
your
like
leave
the
was
6th
denied.
or 7th time I've seen them.
Rejected.
Say again?
Your leave was rejected.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wild Mountain.
Wild
if
Mountain.
you haven't checked it out,
Oh, yeah.
anybody listening?
Not
gonna-
good this
we're gonna
year
be
on
there.
Friday.
We'll see
Yeah.
you there, Deb.
We're going to have a wilderness wavelength something there, folks.
Yeah, we'll have tents, and we have 5 new koozies designs that are sick.
You did a podcast from there like
Yeah.
2 years ago. That was when
Yeah.
the Sheepdogs were there. I remember running India.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a fun spot.
I don't know why I just equated this. I remember listening to that episode when I was down near Fairfax.
Oh, yeah?
The trip down to Fairfax. For some reason, that just popped into my head. Like, I listened to that one.
Yeah,
Right on.
yeah. We'll do another live one from there too. I know a few bands showing up this year too, so it'll be good.
What are the bands that you know?
Like,
get
you
into
know
it.
them
You can't get
personally.
into it?
Yeah, but we're gonna. I think we'll have them on the podcast. So,
George
yeah.
knows Matt Good. That's actually crazy. Matt
That would be
Good's-
amazing, too.
Matt Good's
Yeah.
Actually,
like,
George has a radio DJ background. This guy's
Yeah,
met a lot
well,
of
we had
interesting-
Kaylee Cardinal on the podcast. Listen back to probably episode 15 or something. But she's Juno Award winner. She sang at Wild Mountain. She was the
Really?
Saturday night. Yeah.
Sweet.
Excellent. All right. This one's going deep, folks. Would you rather breathe underwater but have gills on your neck or fly, in quotes, a maximum of 10 feet high with small grouse wings on your back? Thank you, Brad, for the deep question. Breathe underwater with gills on your neck or fly with small grouse wings on your back?
There was no caveat to the depth you can swim to?
No.
No,
There's a
no,
max
you
height
can
of
go
flying, though.
wherever you want with them gills.
Okay.
It was 10 feet.
10 feet of flight.
Flying.
Yeah. You're not
That's
even going to
kinda-
see anything at 10
I think
feet.
I've fallen from further than that.
Yeah.
I just don't remember. I hit,
Yeah. Wallace.
10 feet would be great if you were living on the prairies.
Yeah.
Go pick up a pronghorn.
Although the mountains, you could just do a 10-foot.
You're just kind of
Hover
gliding.
over.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Those little grouse wings would just be like,
it's like you're on a hovercraft.
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. You know what? But I guess you always have the gills and you always have the wings. So you could hide the wings under a shirt, but the gills, just wearing turtlenecs for the rest of your life, right?
Yeah.
The gills are you're still gonna be breathing on that. We're not relegating ourselves to the lake now.
No, but you always have the gills,
Yeah,
even
yeah,
if you're at
Can you
work.
breathe through the gills while you're on land, or no?
Didn't you take bio class? That's not how gills work.
How does that work? So then,
Brad,
as soon
we're
as
gonna
you get
need some
on land,
follow up for
breathe
the
through your
next
mouth.
time they invite us on the podcast.
Yeah.
Geez. You know, I'm going to have to do the gills just because I do love scuba diving. I love spear fishing. You just dive in the water, take your spear gun, and go for it.
Doesn't matter where you are. You can shoot whatever you want.
Yeah, that's right. With the spear. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Laws don't apply in the water.
If you have gills.
The little grouse wings, they're going to break at the worst possible time. You're going to be crossing a canyon. Down
Wing
you
will
go.
break?
Oh, yeah. Little grouse wings?
What? How?
We're gonna shoot them with a 12 gauge. Of course they're gonna break.
Okay, I'm doing gills. What do you
Biggest
guys
grouse
do?
I've ever
I
seen.
think I'd choose gills too. That's a whole other. You can see a lot just walking around on land, but you can't see the bottom of some of those lakes.
Maxwell
And-
Lake.
Yeah,
It'd be
Maxwell
amazing.
Lake. All those 5 diamonds that are down there.
Yeah.
Because they snagged a log.
These two guys that we're dealing with, George, they almost see 10 feet off the ground anyways. They're like, oh, cool, I gained a foot. I gotta go gills. I thought it was gonna be a question where he's like, yeah, and you got these amazing 10-foot eagle wings span. You can fly anywhere in a day.
Yeah.
No, I'm going
Grouse
gills.
wings.
Just to
Grouse wings.
like scuba dive without any of the gear.
Right.
That's a no-brainer to me. Gills all day.
But also, grouse wings, you're not flying anywhere.
I'm going
Grouse-
wings.
grouse don't-
I'm
What?
going
Grouse
wings.
don't
Yeah, yeah.
fly.
He's
though.
promised he could do 10 feet with the grouse wings,
Yeah.
so we got to go with that.
Is
going
that
wings.
flying though? Is that just
Or
like,
is that like
soaring like a
fluttering
grouse,
to the next
like,
spruce tree?
No, you're just flying 10
all of a
feet in
sudden,
the air,
George
right?
sees like Scott taking a step over a log, and he's like, 10 feet, 10 feet.
You're not going to Mexico on these wings.
Yeah. But I am going to fly to daycare to pick the kid up. And people will be like, man, look at that guy's grouse wings. That is awesome.
Is that a bird? Is that a plane? No, it's
Yeah.
George with grouse wings.
Could also be like, look at that guy with those gills. So cool. And then
that
somebody could
Aquaman?
grab you by the gills and you're dead.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going wings. I would love to fly.
Yeah.
So
Only
it's gotta
10
be
feet
one.
though?
Get your helicopter's pilot license.
Yeah, 10 feet. Like, I can pretty much reach that.
I think
I'll just be pulling you
No,
out
I'm
of the air.
talking like 10 feet in the air, though, right? Like it's 10 feet. Like you're flying 10 feet in the air, or is it 10 feet at a time?
10 feet in the air.
No, he's 10 feet in the air. I'm pretty
What?
sure it said.
Yeah, so you just.
Your ceilings are
But
higher.
how far does a grouse fly?
How tall are your ceilings? You got a big roof here.
It's a grouse height, man.
You got a bear stapled on the roof.
Now that I'm looking at the ceiling, it says do not enter in the attic. What do you got hidden up there?
Nothing to worry about.
Okay. Who's reading their question first?
You're next.
You're up.
Okay. Best song to play after you summit a mountain. Ken.
Best song to play.
George, you got to help me here.
Man, I don't.
I'm all the way up.
I'm all the way up.
Yeah.
Is this turning into karaoke, boys?
Yeah, I think the next line is I'm all the way. I think these two. I'm all the way up like 4 times.
There's going to be people that,
Is that Imagine Dragons? I don't know.
no, it's a
I'm
rapper.
all the way up. I'm all the way up. I know the song you're talking about.
If it's like, I think it's not Kanye. It might be. It's something like that. I think that's just like the answer.
Can I Google or is that?
You're telling the listeners how white you really are right now.
I'm all the way up.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Both Robbie and I don't know that song. So,
No.
Robbie, what do you
I'm
singing?
just gonna go. The first thing that came to mind is that is the Rocky scene where he's
yeah.
at the top.
Dun,
and it's
dun,
just like,
dun, 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 dun,
that's
dun,
probably gonna be
dun,
me,
dun,
but
dun,
instead
dun,
of fists up in the
dun,
air,
dun,
they're
dun,
gonna be on my
dun,
knees
dun,
and I'm gonna
dun,
be gasping for air.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, George knows what I'm talking about.
Fat Joe, French Montana.
Fat Joe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm all the way up.
I was thinking Stairway to Heaven, Led Zeppelin.
That's a good one. Yeah.
I gotta drop something from the Sheepdogs too.
Yeah.
Go ahead, George. Though.
I don't have a victory. Yeah, I don't have a victory song for like climbing a mountain. I should get one.
Jump by Van Halen. Just jump off the mountain.
Jump around.
This guy's trying to get our fall heights way higher.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know. I'll come back to this one. I can't think of a song at the moment that I'd want to hear at the top of the mountain.
All right. Good question.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Adam, you
Right.
can.
Okay. If you could only carry 3 items into the wilderness, what would they be and why? 3 items into the wilderness. Fire, so lighter. Knife. And 3 items. Does the gun come with bullets?
Good on the holster there on the
Gun with bullets. Yeah.
on the stock. Okay,
I can survive a long time with a gun and a knife and fire.
The one thing Marshall Bushcraft's going to be listening, he's going to write in. Remember what he said it was?
You need some kind of water
pot.
pot. Oh
'Cause
yeah, that's a
you're
good
shooting
one.
stuff, but what are you going to drink now? You're going to have to burn out a log and do rock boiling.
Oh,
which
you're
is gonna
right. Okay,
suck.
3 items into the wilderness. I'll take
Well, you could still. You're shooting moose. You're eating good. You just
Yeah.
need to rock boil for your water, or collect rain
yeah,
and snow.
knife, lighter, still.
Still.
Yeah, a whiskey still. Copperhead Road.
Yeah, pot is a good idea though too, because you're right. As soon as
Wait,
Bring pot.
what? Which one?
the metal, the Tanger one.
Oh,
yeah.
The skunky smell one.
yeah.
Okay, so you're going knife, lighter, pot.
Knife, lighter, pot. That's good. Yeah.
We don't know what kind of pot, but we have a guess. Robbie, how about you?
That was my is fire, so lighter, a good knife, and so a container.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are boring. I'm doing the same, but how about you?
$1 million, helicopter, and Robert Peake.
Does the helicopter come with a pilot?
Yeah.
Nope, we gotta figure it out.
Why are you part of this?
I'm happy to be there. You've just seen into the dreams of
Yeah, I
Kyle
know.
Feet.
Something's being revealed tonight, folks. Oh, too
Wait a minute,
funny.
you don't know how to spend $1 million or fly a helicopter?
$1 million, a helicopter, and Robbie Peake heading to Vegas.
No, you had one option.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
You've already
sorry,
given your answer.
There was no confines to the question. I'm gonna bring
Okay.
more than I have.
I know.
That was a good.
Now I know I'm not getting invited to parties because it's all Robbie.
Don't worry, neither am I. Sounds like Cal's having a birthday bash this weekend that I wasn't invited to. So.
Nor was
I'm
I.
not there.
Okay.
Thanks for that tip, Andrea.
Yeah, that was good.
Different Andrea though.
Love skipping me.
No, I'm not. I'm just pre-reading mine. so
This
I
is
can
a good
pronounce the
segue
word.
into this one. What would you rather, drink untreated pond water or risk dehydration? I don't know. Am I getting out anytime soon that I'll make it out? But we have a buddy that's convinced that after beaver fever, you can't catch it again. So he's
Is that a
still alive.
thing?
No. He's
like
convinced of
chickenpox.
it though. And they did a 2-day turnaround back into the Wilmore after having it. That's
That's where the raging diarrhea.
right, yeah.
That wasn't Maddie.
No, Nikki.
Oh, okay.
Now we're name dropping.
Yeah.
A bunch of people have got beaver fever back there. Treat your water, folks.
I mean, at a certain point, you're going to have to at least take a sip, I think, versus dehydration.
Yeah.
They say it
that's
takes
inevitable.
a few days, but I've heard otherwise that you can get sick within like a day or two. So the theory for some is in survival guides, drink the pond water because you got 7 days to get out before it's really bad.
Yeah.
But that's Russian roulette.
Yeah.
We always grew up in the mountain streams, and you're face right in there, in the above the Crow's Nest Pass and stuff,
Yeah.
right at the top. And it never really occurred to me, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, sure. But pretty sure it was Steve and I actually end up talking about that one day, and then walking up the creek from a camp a little ways, and next thing you know, there's an elk carcass like right
Yeah.
in the water. And it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Wow, like if we hadn't explored, like this would be the watering hole for this camp, but then all of a sudden 20 yards up the creek, you have this like rotting skeleton that's floating down there, and you're like, this is why you filter your mountain water anyways, because you just never know what's upstream.
I've seen a dead bighorn sheep similar in mountain water where you wouldn't expect it to be. And then horse trails, horse shit in the water. That fecal coliform can't be that good for you.
Flavor though. There's a little bit to it.
Yeah, that's right.
It tastes like Timothy.
Yeah, no, thinking out loud, no, I've had a handful of friends. My brother had it bad before. I think he got it from Monkman, hiking in BC. And I don't really have more to that story. There wasn't a dead this or a poop this or whatever.
That he knew of.
That he knew of. But again, like arguably glacier-fed stuff that is the cleanest thing you could imagine in the wilderness. And here you are, not having a great time, spending a bunch on the toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drink that pond water though. Still, that's my option. Still.
Don't get dehydrated.
Diarrhea is not going to matter if you don't make it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's do one more question each.
One more
that
question each.
Yep.
You bet. So
I'm gonna have one
Brianne,
more beer.
Brianne is asking, what is your favorite lightweight camping accessory?
Lightweight camping accessory.
Oh man, so the survivalist in me wants to say I'm going to need a knife, right? But if we're looking for like something cushier, either my pipe or is a bottle of scotch lightweight or a flask?
Flask is a bit lighter than a
Flask
bottle.
probably lighter than a bottle, but
Yeah,
less
either
than a
of
bottle.
those I think is sort of a luxury.
Could you boil water in a flask? Probably.
If it's metal.
Yeah, you probably
Yeah.
could. There you go. It's a survival implement.
Yeah, survival instrument.
Yeah. How about you guys?
Lightweight camping accessory.
Rope or like twine or anything like that. Mm-hmm. That,
Oh, yeah.
that becomes pretty valuable.
That's a good one.
For a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty lightweight. I'd say.
Oh, that's
it's
lightweight for
maybe
sure.
not that like bougie accessory we're looking for, but I think that's one of the things that I always threw on my bag that I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna need rope
You
for, but I'm
always
gonna
need it.
need it.
Yeah, you always do. Tie your tent down the wind or your extra cordage for your bear hang.
Hang yourself, whatever. Because you got diarrhea and beaver fever. I don't know.
And hemorrhoids on your horse.
I just picked up this thing on.
That's actually what I was going to say.
It's
George
like,
has just pulled out a kit
yeah,
and,
it's like a
we don't know
pot
what it is.
with another pot.
Pulled out a bag of pot.
Yeah,
Pot with more pot.
I haven't used it yet,
Oh,
They
those are
work really
good.
good.
but it's like a little mini
Burner
Camp
for a
stove.
camp stove.
You
Yeah,
just
those are
screw into a
magic.
little thing, like
Compared to what we used to have to carry around in the old days.
Yeah.
Those things are
That was my
Quite amazing.
go-to. Was
So
the
that
little
even
camp stove.
folds around. Wow. Okay.
And I was like, okay, this might be our new like little backpacking kit. So yeah, I'm excited to try this out this summer.
A lot better when you get the one that has the starter button versus you get all excited and you buy a new one and then realize you have to pack the lighter around with it.
Oh, I only brought one match.
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
That one actually, we have that one.
For
And it
all you
works
folks
really
listening
well.
on
good?
not
Yeah.
television,
Really good.
Yeah,
jet boil, but smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
I've carried something similar for
yeah.
the longest time, and they're
You and
they're
I
great.
hiked Hoff Range. Here we are in the middle of nowhere up in the Alpine and breaking for lunch. You always eat oysters. I don't know why.
Yep.
But then out he pulls his,
Yeah, the weirdest thing.
well, they're aphrodisiacs.
Sure.
So,
You know what?
So-
I'm taking myself out of that three things Kyle's taking into the backcountry.
no, you're in there, man. But yeah, you pulled out the oysters and your little camp stove.
Yeah,
And what were you cooking on there? Oysters?
probably soup and oysters.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll go good
I'm
together.
gonna go with soup. He was likely cooking with
Yeah,
boiling
and
soup.
that's one that I've had. For
That was luxury,
pushing a decade too. Has the push ignition on it, but that was like a CAD tire special.
For
I
the
wanna say it was
Americans, Canadian Tire. We don't just sell tires.
but they also sell tires.
Yeah.
And if they want to sponsor us,
I'm the biggest Canadian
on,
Tire
dude.
guy. They got everything. Anything you want. Those are clutch.
Yeah.
Those are clutch.
That's my new lightweight. I haven't used it yet, but it's the new lightweight.
That's a nice little kit too.
Shake it up, Rosh Mayat.
Yeah.
Have some oysters
some
and
soup
soup
at
at
the
the
top.
top.
Yeah.
oysters and
I
soup.
like it. Let's make a plan. I like that one. Yeah.
Are you still eating oysters every day? Like, you're a science experiment, man. Like, how many years have you been doing that?
Not every day.
Oysters every day?
He was for years.
You pulled some out like not even a month ago.
I thought you were
sure.
going to be like, you were eating them now.
Where'd that can come from?
Once a can of oysters and Robbie Peake along. Yeah.
No, I think I only got into them since I moved to Hinton, honestly. Like, born and raised, like, Alberta boy. Like, you didn't have oysters, like, fresh for the picking
Yeah.
off the tree, right?
Prairie oysters. Yeah. They're a little different.
Yeah, a little different for sure. I don't know. Just cheap, effective, aphrodisiac, whatever you want to say.
I've seen him pull a package out of a cupboard, out of a cabin that has probably been freeze thawed, for
times,
two or 3 years, and him be like, "What are the chances?" It's like, dude, don't. And the look in his eyes where he's like, he's seconds away from opening
Oh,
the
I ate those. I ate ones I brought there like 3 years ago this summer. Past summer. Yeah. They're still fine. They don't taste quite as good. Not as fresh, but
Yeah.
They're not like bear spray. They don't expire or anything.
Yeah.
Awesome.
they're good.
Okay, you're up there, dude.
I'm up.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this the last one? I don't want to end. This is fun.
No, we'll do it like myself and Robbie will each do one too.
Yeah.
But,
This is your last one.
this is your last one.
I'm gonna
No
drag it
pressure.
out.
3 things. Yeah. Helicopter, money, and Robbie. I'm gonna remember that for days.
It's gonna be on Scott's whiteboard in his office.
Yeah, $1 million, a helicopter.
Radically
And
Wild
Robbie.
2.
And a can of oysters.
I'd like to hear about the best wilderness experience and crazy wildlife encounters. Christina.
The wife sent this one in.
I thought it might have been her.
You better have a good
Like,
answer.
that was her thing. She was like, "Yeah, I just want to hear the." I'm like, "That's the whole podcast all the time."
That's a good question, Christina. I think I might have already mentioned mine briefly. Like, one that always comes to mind was running into the caribou herd and having grizzly bears chase them off.
That is pretty cool.
And then being at the top of a mountain being like, oh, they're running towards us right now.
Yeah.
What do? Nothing, because you're incapable of doing anything successful other than have your bear spray ready. I guess on top of that story, so the majority of the herd saw us beeline somewhere else. The bears tried to chase them off. The bears were very unsuccessful. Kind of an interesting thing to watch too, because I thought it was going to be a little bit more of a cat and mouse, and it was like, oh no, the mouse had this from day one. They just won. Me and Steve at the time, being young and dumb and stupid, we were like, well, we're safe now. Steve, being quite more of an outdoorsman than me, was, and possibly more stupid than me, stupider, not a word, but stupider than me. He was like, okay, now that the threat is gone, let's see if we can get these 2 remaining caribou that are looking at us to come closer to us. He's like, I saw something on TV once. So we took our shirts off, us being pale goofballs. He's like, they just see like white and they think you're a caribou, so they'll come right up to you. And I'm like, this sounds dumb, but whatever. Like, let's try it. These caribou walked up, like,
It worked.
it worked for sure. They were at 100 yards. They walked to like 30 yards.
Wow.
You see caribou,
And
take
then-
your shirt off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they'll
And spray your buddy in the back with bear spray.
Yeah, definitely not saying to do this, but it was cool. They walked towards us, and then I think they finally winded us. I got some really good photos of them.
Wow.
That's cool.
It's actually the grizzly bear that thought you guys were caribou.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Kyle
Yeah.
can't identify anything. It
The
was a
Grizz
bear.
comes ripping back.
The caribou were like, oh, those caribou are done.
Sees
We're
two
out of here.
slow caribou on the hill. Yeah.
I think the one thing that still stands out in my mind about that, call it an encounter, was one of the two bears, the bigger of the two bears, which we assumed was a boar, was like so determined to get to this caribou herd. Like, he cared if there was like 12-inch diameter trees in front of him, but he did not care if there was, let's say, 4, 5, 6 diameter inch
plowing
trees in front of him. He was like,
Yeah.
oh, that was a tree that would have stopped anything in its path. No, he just snapped it right in half, running full tilt, going to these caribou. That was insane to see, actually. So
Lots of power.
yeah,
That's cool.
Christina, I hope that was fun to hear.
Yeah.
A worthy answer.
Yeah, I like that one. I feel like Steve like goes like he's hiking with some ladies too, and he's like, oh, there's some caribou over. Let's take our shirts off right now. We'll come this direction, I'm sure. Wildlife encounters, wildlife stories. I remember like we were in the Wilmore, right where the North and South Berlin meet. Like when it becomes like the big Berlin.
Yeah,
And there's like the big pool right there.
Yeah.
We were standing above there fishing, and I remember like you just see like it was just clear. You'd see all the fish in there, and we caught one, and so I'm reeling it in, and there's like a bull trout jumping onto the fish, ripping it off my hook. Like, oh man, it was just like to see a fish attack another fish that I'm hauling in. I'm like, I'm catching 2 fish right now.
Oh,
Like,
that's
this is
awesome.
amazing.
Double header.
Oh, it was just as far as like fishing goes, that was like the highlight of my fishing life, was just seeing all the fish there. It was like ice fishing in the middle of summer, I was like, fish. Yeah.
So if I
I
had
still-
that experience, I might have chosen summer fishing.
I still,
Yeah.
Catching bulls is fun.
Yeah.
That's
oh yeah.
fun.
They put up some fight. And
I know
they're
you
like,
can't eat them, Scott.
Eating them's even better.
Yeah. You guys got any like wildlife encounters or experiences?
Yeah, I mean, chosen career path puts you in a few different situations. One of my favorite all time is riding up to Manzer Lake, and looking over to the far bank and just watching a grizzly, just kind of float on the other side, looking for what they were looking for in the grass and in that calm. But I guess, I mean, lots of wildlife, but the cool ones have always been included the bigger animals, so grizzly bears. And one of the wildest experiences I've had, ended up having to go to a call down in the Sundre area around Thanksgiving weekend with another coworker. I was in a truck leading down to go to, there's a group use down there towards the Ahatinda from Sundre, past the Mountain Air Lodge. Coming around down a gravel road and coming around a bend, and all of a sudden my headlights hit kind of like, I'm like, who's walking German Shepherds? Like, it's not late at night, but like it's dusk now, and it's like, who's walking German Shepherds down here kind of thing. And next thing you know, you're like, oh, and the sow all of a sudden just standing right in the middle of the road, and I hit the brakes because I realized they're not dogs, they're actually cubs, and you can kind of hear them whining, and Mom, all of a sudden, you could hear the woof through the truck, and paws hit the ground, and okay. And there's the second truck behind me. It's like, we'll let this pass. And she kind of does a little bit of a bluff charge and turns around, pushes the cubs into the bank. And next thing you know, she turns around again, woof, paws the ground, and comes full bore for the truck. And I'm in a 3/4 ton like Dodge truck. And next thing, you lose sight of her until all of a sudden I seen an arm come up over the corner of the truck, and the truck starts shaking. It's like, I'm in like my early 20s, so I'm like, this is not happening, and I'm getting like visions of like Jurassic Park where she's like, she's gonna bite the rubber off my tires, like, and see her turn around, and she kind of goes up about 10 feet, and like, hey, like that was crazy. Like, I don't know if I should be reaching for my phone or just hide, like to take a picture or just hiding. And next thing you know, she comes back and lost her, and she hit the passenger side corner of the truck, and the truck kind of rocks. And
Wow.
And all of a sudden, she turns around, runs towards the cubs who have gone down a bank now. She turns around and kind of just stands in the middle of the road and stares for a second, and then all of a sudden disappears down the edge too. And just like, I've heard of, my dad's always talked, he was a trucker, and owned a trucking company and been down highways, and he's talked about moose chasing semis down the highway, but never in my life would I think a bear would actually take on a vehicle in that sense until it happened. And so what a mama bear will do to protect cubs is an incredible thing.
That's wild.
I remember you telling me that story before, and I was like, "Are you serious? That's insane."
Yeah.
Like to have like the physical contact, like great that it wasn't you, but like
Yeah,
being
yeah.
on a truck is like
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah.
I've had
Crazy.
black bears like bluff charge and
Yeah.
bluff charge at a truck, but like never the contact. That's,
And
that's nuts.
assumed that's what it was going to be when she started running
Yeah.
towards me. I'm like, oh, this is crazy. And then all of a sudden lost track of her and seen a paw come over the front quarter and the truck just started all of a sudden like, holy crap, this isn't happening.
And like you said, to a big vehicle with some heavy duty suspension.
This
so
isn't-
it's like
yeah.
there's some power there
Yeah,
to make
this
that thing
isn't
rock.
a Toyota.
You had horses too, right?
No. This was, we were heading down there to chat with some people.
Okay.
So just in two trucks, but crazy
Jeez.
experience and
Wow.
and the force of these animals and nature that you really have to respect when it comes down to it, because they're fight or flight and fighting for survival, not just a couple bucks or a cheeseburger here and there.
Yeah.
Like, they're in it to win it.
Don't F
Doesn't
around
have
with
to be.
Mama Bear.
Yeah.
There's a reason that saying exists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Scott? Anything?
Man, I think I've told all my good stories on this podcast.
Those he hasn't, just check out his new book.
Yeah. Yeah. What's it called again? I've been chased up a tree by wild boars. I think I told that story. Lots of bear stories. I'm going to go different. The muskrat story. Maybe I told this one, George. Pretend you haven't heard it.
Yeah, it's brand new.
Okay, there we go. So I was out Saskatchewan. You get those warm snaps in the wintertime. Everything thaws like in February, March, and this muskrat came out of the marsh and was hiking across the prairie covered in snow. So I jump out of the truck. I'm like, this thing's got no place to go. I'm just going to walk up to the muskrat and see what it does. So I run out there, and it rears up on its hind legs. It's looking at me, just like it's got its little paws in the air, and its little fangs, little front teeth, and I get right up, like from me to George away, like 5 feet away, and I'm down on my knees, and I just go, I clap my hands, and the little bugger attacked me. He came right onto my legs, and he was like gnawing on my pant legs, so I'm shaking him off.
On your nice ankles.
On my nice ankles. Yeah, he saw my ankles.
I need a bite of those.
And then I start running in circles, just laughing, and this muskrat's chasing me in circles. Every time I'd stop, he'd be latching onto my legs, and I'd shake him off.
Wow.
I don't know if you guys know Monty Python, Quest for the Holy Grail, but
Yeah.
with the rabbit that attacks
Yeah,
the
yeah.
knights, that was totally the scenario. And anyway, it was perfect example of fight or flight instinct, right? Like,
Yeah.
this muskrat figured I either fight or die.
He's throwing down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got this monster in front
Wow.
of me, and yeah, they're feisty. So I've had them come up in the ice fishing tent.
I was going to say, have you had those visits at Greg Lake?
Greg and
Maxwell.
Maxwell.
I remember.
I've had 3 muskrats in my
Really?
ice tent at the same time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Greg Lake's the only place I've had that happen where all of a sudden he's
Yeah.
up out of the hole and you're like, oh, and then all of a sudden he's just doing like spins in the hole and you're like, okay, well, we're not catching anything now. We might as well move today.
Yeah, the muskrats this winter were looking in my food bag in the ice tent, looking for bait and stuff, and just tootling around.
Yeah.
But I remembered how feisty they could be, so I didn't know. No, I'll just be careful and quiet here.
Yeah.
Wild. Okay, toss me that hat, Scott. Let me get a.
Is this the last one? The big hurrah?
Well, it's his.
What?
list.
Robbie's got one more too.
Okay, well, we're skipping Kyle?
Yeah, what
That
the
was
heck?
his question.
That was Cal's.
No, it wasn't.
Kyle really doesn't want to go home to tile more. He's going to put at least 2 more hours in when he gets there.
Okay. Oh, here's a would you rather. Would you rather have to build a shelter in -30 or cross a large frozen river barefoot on thin ice? Oh, man.
Shelter in -30, barefoot on a river, which is the worst.
How come I'm barefoot?
Wow.
What happened?
Kyle's always bareback. You're barefoot.
Man.
Why am I bareback?
You're trying to bring in the caribou and Ryan.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
So when I get to the other side of the river, is there like boots for me to put on?
So many questions,
No,
George.
just oysters.
I mean, like I'm like okay to cross a frozen river barefoot, but I like on a thin ice or build a shelter in -30. -30 is tough.
That's cold. What kind of shelter are you building? You making a fire?
I'd go shelter.
Yeah.
I'd build a shelter -30. I like the barefoot mine on thin ice in a river. Like
You're asking for it.
you're
Yeah.
you're getting frostbite. You're like not good.
If you make it across.
Yeah, -30. Building a shelter. I'm gonna have a lighter. I do.
2 lighters.
Double lighter. Sick.
He went
Yeah.
You
prepared.
have a single match.
A flamethrower.
Yeah. I mean, I'll get the fire going just to like keep me cozy, and then I'll stretch a chunk, like a 6-foot piece of tree across 2 branches, and then lay a bunch of spruce boughs on there and get that long fire going. Cozy. -30. Nothing to worry about.
Sounds like the cover of a book I got recently, actually.
And you got 2 more wishes. You get a helicopter and Robbie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Best way to stay warm is skin to skin.
I'm not good in cold though. I know that. Like I know when when my hands get chilly and stuff. Like even ice fish, I'm like, oh, I'm useless now. So -30 is tough, but if I got a fire going, at least I can like hover around.
Yeah, you
it.
hauled out a moose in -30. I remember that story.
Yeah, I remember I panicked at one point. We were getting back to the truck. We were on the snowmobile getting back to the truck. It was -30. And we got to like the creek had frozen over or whatever and pushed out the bridge. So we had no way to get the snowmobile across. And I remember getting there and my snowmobile helmet was on. And I was freaking out. Like it was like on the verge of pneumonia or something. I couldn't get the helmet off. It was a rough like 30 seconds trying to get the helmet off. Just like it felt like I was suffocating in like my snowmobile helmet trying to get that off. That's that moose there. Yeah, Big Berlin.
You got him.
November 3rd.
Tastes good?
Oh, it was amazing. Yeah, but it was, oh man, it was a battle getting that thing out. And we were so far away from the truck and then just soaked, and it was -30, and we're just 3 a.m. trying to get the fire going in the wall tent, and yeah.
Type 2 fun. Or is that type 3? You wouldn't want to do it again.
Yeah, looking back on it, it's probably type 3 fun. At the time, it didn't feel like we were in danger, you know? Like it was like on the back of we had the toboggan behind the snowmobile, and I was like holding on. They had the moose carcass in front of us and just soaked, but just kind of like, okay, tent's coming up and soon probably. But looking back, it's like, oh man, we were in trouble for a while there.
Yeah. That or Costa Rica? Yeah, exactly. What do we want?
Beaches and sunshine. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right on.
Huh.
Anybody else got anything to add to
I think I'd rather just run across the river barefoot and get it over with in like 20 seconds or plunge to my death and die. Because then it's just like, guess I'm done.
You're light enough you'd make it across.
That's true. Yeah.
Especially if you had those oysters on the other side, you'd be motivated.
I'd be
If
so
there's something
quick.
on the other side of the river you can look forward to.
Yeah, I don't need boots. I don't need footwear. Just give me some
A
oysters.
helicopter and Robbie.
My question is, what is the biggest mistake you see beginners make when heading into the backcountry?
Not taking gloves.
Not taking clubs. Yeah. Preparation and planning.
I thought you were going to say preparation.
Yeah. Scott
Back
tends
to the hemorrhoids
whine.
and horses.
Scott tends to whine sometimes, so you got to be prepared for him. But no, preparation planning, especially as the Wilmore becomes more known and more exciting to people, especially in that COVID time and after. People wanted to get outdoors.
Yeah.
People wanted to see things, explore. And have seen multiple cases of people walking into MEC, walking into their sports store, buying a tent, buying your filter, buying everything they needed to go and explore the backcountry, but not actually being prepared for what exploring the backcountry actually is. And one example, and at least she's prepared, but we talk about the wild hay again. Walked into MEC, got all the stuff, couldn't convince anybody to go with her, decided she was going to do a 10-day solo trip anyways. Got across the wild hay, it started raining, made it 4 days, her stove quit, the filter stopped, she had gone through, she's down to her last like beef jerky, 4 days into a 10-day trip. What was shin to knee height when she crossed the wild hay going in, is now up to her waist, and made attempts to go down, but realized, futile, and hit the spot device. And that was early in the spot device years, but, ended up finding her within, 100 feet of that last spot device after her, I think, third attempt to make it across the river. So, yeah, just you can buy all the expensive gear. That's not going to prepare you for when things turn bad and when weather turns bad. If you're not prepared for what 2 days of rain means when you're trying to get back across that river.
Yeah.
And you're not prepared to know that the Jackson Creek Trail is an emergency trail. And you're in panic mode trying to get back to your vehicle, knowing it's only 4 kilometers that way, but you got to get across the wild hay that's now 2 feet deeper than it was when you were heading back with spring water. So
What's her solution in that scenario?
know that there's that's that pre-planning, that it's
Just
like
know that there's a bypass.
Jackson Creek Trail, or even just doing that pre-planning. And I know it's, especially in today's age, you're not calling people up, especially if you're from the city. You're not calling up locals to see what's happening.
What's this
and
look
stuff like that. But I mean, nowadays the resources that you can find on Google, if you're just doing reviews on all trails and stuff like that, knowing what you're up against and finding out what other hazards people had before they went in. But and even just convince that partner or that group to go with you, instead of diving into a 10-day solo trip after being stuck in the city for years, and that's your first experience. Because as glorious as the backcountry can be and the Wilmore, of all places, small things can go wrong and have dire consequences when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
But everybody wants to enjoy the outdoors, and it's a beautiful place to be, but when things go wrong, they go wrong.
Well said. I like that.
There you go.
You got anything to add to that, Scott?
No, I mean, you talk about the Wilmore. I say no, and then I do add something. There's a great story about some tourists that were about to head into the Wilmore, and they were asked, where are you guys going? They said to Mount Robson Provincial Park, and on the North Boundary Trail.
Yeah.
And
That's
they
a
were
long
having
hike.
little day packs on their back and asking, well, where are you getting your provisions? And they said, we're stopping at the farmhouses along the way. So there's an example
Preparation.
of people who didn't have their preparation.
Not many farmhouses in the
There's
Wilmore.
no farmhouses.
Oh, there's
in
no
the Wilmore.
farmhouses. Shoot.
Yeah. So definitely do your homework before you head into these places. And places like the Wilmore have no bridges, very few bear poles. You're crossing rivers. Signage is rough. So be prepared.
Well, you take your shirt off, you can hunt down a caribou, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
easy meat.
You got gills. You can swim the rivers.
True. Yeah.
I think one big thing is work up to that. So do your research, and there's great places like Whitehorse. Start with a 1 or 2 day trip in Whitehorse.
Don't go too hard, too fast, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Test out your gear and figure out how hard it's going to be to put up, in the rain, and whether you're even going to want to do it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But
Yeah.
we talk about the Wilmore though, and you have places like Whitehorse that are so beautiful, and that much less effort to get into those beautiful places.
Yeah.
That are easier to test out your backcountry skills and abilities.
You're not going 50, 60K. You might be going 5, right?
Yeah.
Even for people less experienced than that, or like less, they just can't drive to there in half hour or whatever. Like, remember to test your gear at home. Like, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing embarrassing being like, I'm going to test out my tent in the backyard. Test out my stove in the backyard.
Oh yeah.
And like,
Hop in the shower, throw your rain gear on, see if it works.
literally, yeah. Like I've done that with my stuff underneath the tap, and like, okay, is it waterproof? This waterproof is not waterproof. Okay,
My
it's
oysters are
resistant. Scott's nice ankles are soaked right now. Rob had a ton of great comments there. Mine is a lot less great. I have seen people that I've backpacked with take exponentially more than they've needed as well. That would be once you've gotten into it, once you've tested all your gear, once you've dipped your nice ankles and you're like waist deep, then you could start being like, okay, this gear is a nicety. I no longer need this though, because it's blank. It's
The more
it's
you know,
extra.
the more you know, the less you need to carry. That's the old slogan, right?
Yeah. And great comment. Maybe don't do the 10-day on your first trip.
Yeah.
Do a 1 night, do a 2 night,
do a 1
do a
nighter.
3 night, do a backyard night.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Let's do a backyard night tonight.
We could.
We prepared.
I don't
Sounds
know.
like we might actually.
I will be sleeping in the attic.
No, you have tiling to do. You're going home.
Yeah, you're going home to tile the sauna.
I'll have to take a picture of like the
Pile of questions.
pile of questions. There's
Yeah,
some
no, this is
great
amazing,
questions.
folks. We still have like half a hat full, so
Yeah.
Hey, we got a beer fridge full still.
We're down for more episodes like this too, because this is fun, like just to go through these questions.
This is super fun.
Yeah.
I could probably speak for both of us, being we were slightly nervous coming in.
Yeah, and surprised that we even got asked to come.
Yeah.
But
Totally
I appreciate the
Oh,
opportunity.
we wanted you guys on from day one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they say that now.
we
but-
figured we'd get invited to the sauna if we did this.
Yeah, right. Yeah. No, I mean
podcast in the sauna.
Yeah.
when I'm
Bring
listening
those
to
nice
it, and
ankles.
you have people like King
pack
Grote
oysters.
or Matt going back a little ways, Matt Ritchie, and guys that have skills and abilities and stuff to talk about. And
Yeah.
you think it's like, I've got a couple of cool stories, but it's like these guys have lots of cool stories. It's like no wonder they're on a podcast kind of
Turns
thing.
out I'm actually really boring.
Well, that's the sweet part about like Hinton and like this area is like there's so much experience out here, like it's
Yeah.
cool to tap into that.
Yeah. Awesome stuff. Yeah, thanks guys for coming
Yeah,
on. This was
appreciate
fun.
it. This was,
appreciate it.
yeah.
I didn't know how I was going to go. This was fun. I think we got to do it again. We got more questions.
Rob and Kyle were just gonna go off on a whole bunch of crazy tangents. We're gonna have to cut everything.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of editing on this one.
That was perfect. Yeah, we got some like big episodes coming up here too. Send questions in though. That's what. Yeah, we can make
keep-
more. Yeah.
Keep adding to
I'm
it.
gonna
send it
start throwing some weird questions
Yeah,
there.
send some
Would you
weird
rather
questions
have
in.
like a lifetime supply of oysters and never be able to see Scott's
Or never
ankles
to be
again?
Never have another helicopter ride with Robbie.
Yeah, exactly.
As your $1 million is flying out that window.
$1 million gone.
I just want to know what the rest of these questions are. Oh my god!
Yeah, we're
There's a
gonna dig
whole
into
other
those.
episode there.
Should
Those
we
are
do
for
like
someone
a couple
else.
questions an episode? Is that what we're doing now, Scott?
I think we're going to have to do another one with Kyle and Robbie We'll wait for a fire.
Well, let's see what the numbers are first on the podcast. If it's your lowest,
Yeah,
lowest
this might be
listened
the
to
last
episode.
podcast we ever did.
And you're canceled.
Kyle just got you canceled.
I think we're
Sorry.
safe. We're safe.
Yeah, I think we got a lot of sponsorships tonight, though, like Oysters
X-Bolt.
and X-Bolt.
X-Bolt.
Right, yes.
Canadian Tire.
Canadian
Tire.
Tire.
Right, 100%. Yeah,
Tire.
Canadian
Some
Tire.
beer and
We
some scotch.
bring you on
Oh,
board.
sorry. The thing must be skipping. Canadian Tire.
Author Scott Underwald sponsoring.
Wildernesswavelength.ca. We got links to Scott's book. What was that book called?
I think it was Radically Wild.
That's
I can't
it,
remember
yeah.
anymore.
We'll have that. Yeah, I don't know. That was all I had for this episode. Anything else you wanted to tag on to this one?
Was this our longest episode ever?
I have no idea.
I'd be proud to be a part of that.
It
It's not a surprise. I'm a rambler.
Yeah.
So.
It might be. No, thanks, folks. And let us know if you like this format. Because if you don't tell us, we're going to do it again. All right.
Rob and
Yeah.
Kyle can please go away kindly. They suck.
You guys are great. Well, thanks for coming on, guys. No, this is
Yeah.
sweet.
Oysters on 3.
Oysters on 3? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Oysters.
Until next week, stay wild.
Wilderness Wavelength.